All right. A pointless dagger. All right. Ulgrothen. I always wanted to learn that language.
Apparently, passing through the portal has some benefits. Okay. Volta, since you are not aware of your surroundings
Apparently,
as a
passing
player,
through the portal has some benefits.
let me give you the lowdown. This is an old forest. It is misty. The trees are tall and thick. And the grass here is lush. You see the tracks of various animals, but you don't really hear animal sounds in the surroundings. This is probably because of the disturbance earlier.
Okay.
This place feels very different from Ravnica in that there is a soft fog which smells of water and not byproducts and oil.
Like nature. It's a damp
This is a
forest.
very natural place. This would be what you would envision should happen to the Grove of Realis in Shademark.
Yes. Okay. I like it.
Also,
already.
you've shot a spirit with your crossbow.
And did I recover anything of the spirit? Or some ectoplasm or something? Or
That, sadly enough, you left your Ghostbusters kit at home.
sad?
We have a skeleton lying around.
The nice
Sorval is standing on it.
I'm not standing on it, I'm looting it.
Can
Same difference.
I have the skeleton?
What you will note is that in your gold, copper, and other shit, I did write down what the pointless dagger does,
So
and the other items as well, because you guys attuned to it.
Yes. Okay, so vicious longsword. Cool.
Oh,
All right. Vicious. Nice.
vicious.
Yes, that's what it's got. It's an official magical item. Haha!
Nice.
I know because I just checked it out
Do do
for
do
my
do do
own,
do
for my
do.
own campaign.
Ooh.
Vicious.
Ooh. Yes.
Counts as
I'm
a
so
magical
glad
weapon.
that I have it.
So wait, I have a magical dagger, grants additional reaction per turn if attuned and carried with the dagger, or
No, if you have the dagger on you and it's attuned, you get an additional reaction each turn.
nice.
An additional reaction each turn.
Hmm.
Holy shit.
That's nice.
So I can shoot another time, like
No. So
No.
a reaction. There are some things that give you reactions, like opportunity attacks. So you can make 2 opportunity attacks per round.
Ah,
A,
okay.
a rogue can do evasion.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
For example.
Cool.
And I can dodge 2 times then. Like,
You can use evasion twice,
yeah.
for example.
Moment.
But one of the things that also happened when last we left off, I said to the party, well, you know, guys, if you've got enough time in the downtime, please let me know where the fuck you want to go.
Right, I know I was forgetting something.
And nobody did. So I prepared a couple of scenarios.
I actually
Depending on where you
I
want
mean,
to
don't
go.
we have a mission? We wanted to go and meet Sengir, no?
Yeah,
Yes,
and
yes.
I actually didn't know you want to do stuff in downtown, so
You could have checked the
What
vault.
what downtime? I mean, we are here. We're not in downtime.
Fully in character this shit. Let's go.
So we
Trollo
are
falls over.
we are so we are here, and we had just spoken with the spirits, and they told us about the bridge, right?
Yes. They told us about a bridge.
Yes. Let's go to that bridge.
Dario's fine with that.
The Great Bridge.
Yes. We're going to DGB.
Okay.
We had directions to it, right?
No.
We didn't.
No.
Did we have direction to any place? To no place at all.
Nope.
Is it?
Can I just climb a tree and look for a bridge?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I climb
You can
the
just
tree
try.
around
Yes.
and see if I can spot a bridge from up. Like is
Okay,
this
roll me a perception check.
person-
19. The forest is thick, and there are... It's so thick you can hear the butt cheeks. No. I had to say it because he was drinking. Those are the rules. So the forest is thick, and so is the fog that hangs around this place. And you don't really notice a bridge. You see places that could be clearings, but it's hard to orient. Like, this place is, while you are a really big fan of the wilds and stuff,
Mhm.
this is like one step beyond what you're used to.
All right, so really, really foggy, thick forest.
Yeah, there's...
I like it already.
You can't see the bridge for the trees in the forest.
Okay. Okay, so I go down and I tell this to the party.
All right. Maybe there are
Did you
some.
see anything?
I do mention the clearings, so perhaps we can check out the clearings.
Yeah, maybe there are some tracks here.
There are a lot of tracks here.
All right.
Can I follow the big ones?
Sure.
Define the big ones. I mean, if we're
What
going to
kind-
follow a bear,
Like
Eh.
humans?
What kinds of tracks are here?
Yeah.
Oh, roll survival.
Okay.
I have 5 with the.
I have 3. I can assist.
Yeah, I can assist as well.
All right, I will roll 5.
But you will roll a 5? That's not good.
That's okay. So looking at the biggest tracks you can find,
Mm-hmm.
they appear to be from an oversized loxodon.
Ooh.
Huh?
All right.
There is, like, there are some patches of fur that lie next to it. Maybe a more primeval variant of a loxodon.
And
Four-legged,
Yeah.
at the very least, not one that walks upright. And
okay.
large trunk. There's some grooves that indicate sizable tusks.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's a thing that lives in this forest apparently.
Dario raises his hand. Why do we want to follow the biggest, meanest thing in the woods instead of More human-ish tracks.
Because of food?
You have a point, but we have rations.
Well, at the
That's
same
not
time,
fresh food?
I'm supposing a Loxodon is not from around here, so maybe he's a traveler just like us.
We don't know what kind of beings are from around here.
This was the negative energy plane thing, right? The black magic aligned place.
This is the one that is currently providing dark energy,
Dark
like the black
energy,
magic,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mainly because of Sengir's bond
Yeah.
through the seal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's. I mean, I'm favorable to follow the Loxodon.
Don't we see any tracks of anything that's bipedal? That walks upright?
Well, there are some tracks, but
That
they
aren't
are
from us.
older.
Yeah.
Of the humanoid that apparently was killed here.
Hmm.
And
Well,
they
we have-
lead you in this direction. You can probably follow them for a decent amount of time. I will, like, every half an hour that you follow the tracks, I will probably have you make a survival check to see if you can still trace them.
If we
Honestly.
follow these, we might get to a civilization.
Volta is very intrigued to meet some Loxodons.
Yeah.
This passive fetish of yours.
It's not passive.
What?
Okay, so let's follow them.
So you're following the humanoid tracks or you're following the Loxodon tracks?
I vote for humanoid tracks.
Same.
Sure.
What?
Humanoid tracks. Let's go.
Okay, Volta is disappointed but follows his plan.
I look at Vota, I'm like, Vota, next time we come across a Loxodon that's near us, we'll kill it so we can have it tusks and such.
No, he just wants to ride that thing.
I think he wanted the tusks.
Yeah. You want to task him the right questions?
Actually,
Remember Wallflower?
yeah, perhaps if it's a male, we
Wait.
can...
Vota, have you ever told us about that?
I don't know. Did he?
I think probably.
Okay.
Yeah. And Xantarot,
We have a bard in the party, of course we know.
True. True.
All right, let's follow the humanoids.
Let's go.
Okay.
Do we know
You-
anything about the humanoids? Are the tracks deep? Are they armored? Or
The tracks you're following are from the corpse that you found near the tower. He was armored to some degree, but he was a light traveler.
okay?
Just-
Also, does anybody have any skills of making a map or such? Because we do have to be able to return here. It doesn't do us any good if we go away from here and never are able to return because we don't find the place.
Mark a tree or drag a stick to the ground.
Yeah, marking a tree. I look at Cedric and I'm like, that lady you talked about probably won't like that.
Well, I mean, no, not put down a tree. Just mark a tree.
Perhaps we can use one of the bones of the corpse and drag it along with us so we can make a track.
Or a stick.
Honestly, I mean, Iskren looks at Volta and Xantarot. I suppose your trackers have a way of finding your way back. So just use the same methods you use in Ravnica, and
Okay.
let's see if it sticks.
Okay.
Looking at the...
So we do use a stick.
Yeah, I guess.
Can I leave
knew
the
it.
tracks on the ground in Thieves' Cant?
Of course you can.
Like this way and up and things, so we can go back?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
the-
but
Best way to do that is probably scratching it in the tower. And then just following through like the trees that you pass.
Yeah.
And hopefully remembering which trees you carved it in.
Okay.
Because there's something also rather unusual. There's moss on these trees.
Yeah.
You're familiar with moss. You've seen it when Golgari are around. They do moss for food provisions and stuff. But this moss just grows naturally. It's right there on the trees.
It's naturally.
It also it seems to usually be on the same side of the trees. No clue what that means.
Yeah.
No reason whatsoever to it. But apparently that's what moss does when you just leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a silly boy.
I actually have a question not related to the game, but I have a global attack modifier and it's 1d4 bless. Do you know what that is?
When
That
they
is
have
because
less
you
of
were blessed.
Yeah.
I am blessed. Okay.
Not
I am a
anymore.
blessed-
Haha! Cursed! Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
you can roll me a survival check.
Assistance from us?
Me.
The
With
person who
advantage.
wants to be in the lead,
All right. I want to do the lead.
and the rest of you guys can like bicker amongst each other who wants to walk where as you're moving along.
We're not on the map anymore. Is that the?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you've left the tower vicinity,
Ah, okay.
All right.
and now we're coming to the part where I prepped several things, and
Yeah, sure.
depending on the survival roll, I will see where the fuck you're going.
Yeah, no, I just
Well,
wanted so
What
that
I
we could.
suggest is I will go into stealth and follow the leader. If he gets attacked, I have the drop on the attackers.
So someone else is going to roll the survival check.
Yeah, you're actually doing the
I will
survival stuff.
survival.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I will-
Xantarot goes first.
I will-
Fulta
I will-
follows behind.
I'll go in the back in case we get attacked from the back.
Okay, okay. I'll follow with Big C then.
Yeah, I draw my crossbow, I ready it, and I say, "See you guys when we are attacked." And I try to disappear into the bushes.
Okay,
I guess Iskrin stays
Nice.
right behind me or next to me.
Yes, I would
perfectly
say
vanished.
Xantarot, Taurio in the front, Iskra in the middle, Rollo, Sorval too close.
All right.
Okay. I will
Let's
roll
move
my
it.
survival check.
Tario, do you assist
Mm-hmm.
Santara? Okay.
Yeah, I got survival 3, so I assist.
So you have advantage on that check.
Yeah. Thank God.
Nice.
Thank you.
You
Okay.
survive recklessly.
22. You travel for the better part of 2 hours on that check. The going is relatively easy. It's not a place that is. There's no roads. That takes some getting used to. There's tree roots that try to trip you up. Occasionally you hear like strange laughing sounds, maybe in the background. There's fog banks that are more solid than you expect and apparently are hiding trees. And eventually, without too much encumberment, you wind up
Huh. People.
on a black map because I still have to copy you guys onto it,
No,
which is why I had the marching
No.
order.
I see everything here.
Yeah, I also see everything.
That's good. That saves me a lot of trouble. And now let's paste you guys in. Blip.
Blip.
Why do I have you twice?
Oh, where are you putting us? Down? In the middle?
I was putting you on this side.
Oh, on that side. Okay, no
I'm
problem.
not here yet. Seems.
No.
I guess I want to point it off.
Right.
We lost you.
Henceforth, you are known as Rollo.
Okay, now let's get ourselves a Sorval.
Yellow River. No survival today.
There's Goldilocks.
We called you.
Here is the most powerful of you all.
Okay, what
Not-
you
not-
see
not-
as
not when I
you
try to drink.
enter this riverside clearing is a group of 3 humanoids that are sitting by the embers of a campfire, just resting on some logs that look rather freshly cut, and roasting a couple of probably some bird kind of thing. those of you slightly more versed in wilderness lore are aware that pheasants are a thing and are quite delicious when roasted.
Okay.
The aroma lingering in the air is one of herbs, spices, probably a mix of 11 secret spices, and, well, poultry.
Oh,
Really? That's a big surprise.
No one could have guessed.
septic. Sorry, carried away. Yeah. Do they look hostile?
Very. They are attacking the meat with great gusto.
We have to defend the poultry.
We need to save the chicken.
I'm actually trying to see. Are they armored? Are their weapons close to them? Do they?
They have their weapons near. The one sitting here
Yeah.
has a rapier at hand.
Yeah.
That one has a staff and is wearing some sort of leather armor.
Yep.
And this guy, I have to check because I don't know by heart, is wearing plate mail and has a spear standing, like, planted in the ground next to him.
And you said humanoid. Do you mean humans or human-ish?
From where you're standing, they look human-ish.
Okay.
All right. I am not going to reveal myself. I'm going to put myself around here.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if somebody tries to speak with them and they form a threat to the party? Then I will attack.
Okay.
I look over my shoulder at Isker and I raise one of my eyebrows.
Let's introduce ourselves. And when Isken says let's introduce ourselves, Rolo says, I have the perfect way of introducing ourselves.
Oh god.
And,
It's a bard going to be played as a bard. We're fucked.
and he's he's going to step forward and do a note with his lute, twing, and looking at these people. And DM, what would you say if he would do like a short song just to introduce us? Would that last at least a minute?
You can probably stretch it like that.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yes.
Though I would say I have never seen Rolo do that.
Yeah, maybe it would be more like a gothic kind of thing, like
So if
more like a vulgar introduction of this is Iskren who.
But like, if
doesn't know-
Rolo's player actually sees this, he should take notes.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So basically what he wants to do is he wants to introduce ourselves while at the same time mixing his enthralling performance into it, which means that these three guys have to make a wisdom saving throw 15 or they will start idolizing Rolo as the best person in the world.
Oh, that one.
Okay, the real person does not need to take notes.
That one doesn't get either.
Wait, while Rolo is doing this, I do walk up to stand beside him and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
It's a new thing. Let it happen.
I just roll with my eyes.
Okay, let's hear the song.
So Rolo goes like...
Wait, I'm gonna put on my timer. Give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
Go.
Here they came from a faraway land, 6 heroes that are ready to lend a hand. One is Rolo, who would like some of your polo. The other one is Sorval the Angel of Light that never runs away from a fight. Another one is Xantharoth the Mighty. Let it not be said that he doesn't do something that rhymes with mighty. And Smitey, yes. And the one with the horns is Storio Bellios. Be careful around him or he will break your
Nose.
nose. And there is Iskren, who doesn't really know if he wants to take it from the back or from the forward door. And here it is me, Rollo the Dragonborn made of gold. Now you know that because of me, you are bold.
Okay, that was more than a minute. Congratulations, you did really well. You get inspiration.
Yay!
You can choose whether you want to use that on Rollo or Iskrin.
Rollo, of course.
Because I think this is a very divided between the two characters, sort of.
So yeah, and now they all really love him. Like, while charming this way, the target idolizes you, it speaks glowingly of you to anyone who talks to it, and it hinders anyone who opposes you. So I'm a rock star for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vera, this one. Can I? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Looks up. She appears to have some green blood in her. Her skin is an unusual shade for a human being. But she looks up and she goes like,
Thank you.
was amazing.
I will be here all week. And he steps forward and he gets.
Would you take a seat at our fire? There is still some meat left over. You and your companions are more than welcome.
He will take a seat and he will start ravenously eating the chicken.
Pheasant.
Or whatever. Iskren, without a smile, will step forward. Said, yes, nice introduction. Greetings, travelers.
I will sit here on the ground because I don't trust the log to carry me.
I will go and sit beside Iskren. But I do first bow to the 3 people here.
I understood the 3 people, not the number 3.
This hippie.
I seem to have a need of a better mic. I'll just give it that. I'll give the fault to that.
Yeah. So yeah, Iskren will address them. I'll say, well, we have been presented by our good friend Rollo, but who would you be?
And once again, Vera takes the lead. My name is Vera. I am an emissary. I have come all the way from the Koshun Mountains in order to listen and see in Isen what is going on and maybe procure some winter supplies for my tribe. I have the luck of being accompanied by Sudrak, who is of elven descent, which is rare. But I see that there is at least one in your party that carries a similar mark. He is a great warrior, and he keeps me safe from most of the dangers on the road. And we are also accompanied by that guy.
Right.
By Sagurat. And Sagurat is here to chronicle our adventures. That way we have something to keep us going as we spend a lot of time awaiting the pleasure of Lord Eron.
But you are not from this place. Are you natives of this place?
I come from the Koshun. I wasn't born in the Great Wood. My parents met on a raid, and though my mother was less inclined than my father, eventually they grew to love each other.
Okay. So DM, meta question. Does the world at large know that there are more worlds? Like now we are in a different world, right?
The world at large doesn't know that. Like,
Okay.
the way the MTG universe is set is there are different planes.
Yeah.
And on these planes, you have your regular people.
Yeah.
And basically going like, I come from a different plane of existence, will
That-
draw apparently like
Okay,
a similar reaction to the one
So-
that you would get here.
So for
Those
them,
in the know
for
are
them-
in the know.
For them, this is the world, and that's it.
Yeah, this is the world.
Yes.
This is
Okay.
this is what happens.
Very well.
Be far away, please.
Yes. So basically, most probably they know nothing of the guilds and all this stuff. Okay, very well.
This is I'm giving you this information even as Iskren.
Okay.
Iskren knows that they are not reacting the way he would expect them to react to an Orzhov cleric.
Okay, very well. All right. Then I say, well, we're also travelers from very far away, really, and we're not very familiar with this land. I was wondering if maybe you could direct us to our destination.
And at this, Sudrek speaks up and he goes like, "Where do you have to go?"
We would like to reach the palace or abode of Baron Sengir.
The Dark Barony. That's
Yes.
a tricky place to get to.
Is it?
Most people that go there don't return, though.
I see.
I wonder.
We
From
are
here on
like
out, you could either go to Anhava Inn. You can probably resupply there. It's a decent, cozy place. It's rather neutral to the entire thing. But going through the woods, Carrie, it's you would get there faster if you go through the Great Wood. You can cross the Fey Bridge, and if they let you pass, you can get into the Dark Barony quite easily.
Yeah, we should probably start.
Though
with
you
this
probably
people.
also would have to go through the guards.
Well, our quest is noble, so I see no reason for them to stop us. Do you happen to have a map of these lands?
And he looks a little taken aback, and he goes like, "No, we. It's hard to make a map for the Great Forest."
Huh.
Too many trees.
And Sagurat chimes in, and he goes like, "This is true, true it is. The Great Forest ever changes. Your path today might not be your path tomorrow. The trees themselves have a life of their own."
Do I sense this?
I knew they were tripping me on purpose.
You do see me swallow like.
DM, do I sense this? Do I feel the trees moving, or do I feel their energy somehow?
You you hadn't specifically noticed it, but now that you're starting to pay attention,
Yeah.
there are things that are starting to make sense in your mind, like the fog bangs that were trees, and the Fae giggling at the edge of hearing, tree roots trying to trip you up. All of this could very well be the work of a sentient being directing the forest against you.
We haven't met this being, right?
I do think we've heard
Probably,
about
yeah.
her.
Yeah, the willow lady.
Autumn Willow.
Yes.
I just give a
No,
nasty look at
Actually, I think we just know her.
I remember all the trees that tried to trick me up.
I do think we only heard about her as Tree Lady because Sandrot is the only one who was able to give us that information.
Something Willow.
Exactly. Something willow.
Shade Merc person, no.
So I look at Sudrak and I'm like, excuse me, thank you for the information, but have you ever heard about Sarah?
Serra,
Yes.
the goddess of the pure light, is she?
Yes. Do you know where I can find her?
Probably, if she is in town, she would be She would be in Isen, probably near the falconry, where she loves to dwell. It is...
Again,
Let me check my notes to make sure I don't say anything stupid.
Fausto, why did you turn back from the dark side? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Wait.
The capital of Isen is called Onella.
Right, I see.
There the great church of Sera stands. There are those that decry her death, though, so find her might be tricky.
do you know if she has any connection to what's his name again?
saying it?
Yeah, Singer.
Singer is the villain of the tale, a cunning vampire that steals people from their villages.
Villain now, come on.
He seeks to do his own thing with the world, which might be right in its own. But every time we cast, he is in the darkness, brooding while Sera brings the light to the world.
Of course,
Okay.
without darkness, there would be no need for the light to exist.
Yeah, that's what I always tell him, but he will never really listen. Thing is about Singer, he's like this pragmatic kind of guy. He really gets us money. And we thrive on that.
Okay. Do you have any directions to Isan?
To Asen.
I say yes. Sorry.
We're actually heading that way, so you could probably join us. Or you could go ahead, because we're traveling at a leisurely pace to make sure that the lady's alright.
Of course.
What's the problem with the lady?
It's her first time away from the mountains, and, well, Lord Aaron has said that we should take good care of her.
Alright. Well, maybe if we join forces, we could speed up your pace. With so many powerful warriors, I look at Xantarot, Sorval, Taurio.
Well, the way the forest works is that the more power you gather in one place, the more power you draw to that place.
Right.
So,
Yes.
we are preferring to travel light.
I understand.
Understandable. Then some directions would be appreciated, and we will go ahead and clear the way, so to speak.
I would like for someone who hasn't been focused on the conversation to make me a perception check.
I don't care a
That
flying
would be
fuck what
me.
they're talking about. So
I-
I will do that perception check.
Yeah, but I'm not even.
Or
participating.
Volta, yes, Volta is scouting anyway, so
I'm just sitting and watching. So
You're squatting. Check.
plotting.
Yes.
Slav squat.
You are slaving.
Does anybody smell anything?
You see a tree.
Yeah, I see a lot of trees.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary is happening anywhere near this campfire.
Yeah. Is there a way? Because I did notice also that I was the next time. Hoe moet ik zeggen? Ik was er de vorige keer ook. Dus ik heb ook wel een gevoel van dat die vrouw, hoe heet het, de Willow Lady, erachter zit. Hè? Achter de fok en wat nog allemaal. Of is dat iets dat ik niet.
It would make sense. The biggest thing in last session was that Xantarot summoned a spirit bear
Yeah. Yeah, I
that
know.
gave some answers,
Yeah.
which the party generally saw as Xantarot growling at things.
Okay.
As he uses to do.
Yeah, this is pretty normal Xantarot behavior.
Yeah, this is normal. So I have actually no real knowledge of this woman. Right? I can try. It's not that I could do something to try to get in her favor, or
No, because specifically you haven't heard of her. You don't know what she would like or prefer or
okay.
what her thing is.
Yeah. Okay.
She's not a Loxodon.
Perhaps. Okay, let's continue the amp.
Alrighty. Then, out of the darkness,
Something catches my great axe.
Hey.
let's see. A web shoots at Rolo for 23.
That's
The
Still whispering to GM, so I'm gonna. Or
The
isn't
funny
it?
thing is, when
never whispering,
Rolo
okay.
did his introduction song, he said 6, but they only see 5.
Quiet.
Yeah, it wasn't introduced, by the way.
Hmm?
And then one.
Volta wasn't introduced.
I know.
5
no,
names
but-
were given.
Yeah, but he said 6.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
only
he
5
did.
names were given.
It was a song with a mystery, like who is the sixth one?
What the hell is going on?
Guys wept as well.
Somebody's jizzing all over us.
Not again. Put the face.
DM, I see this happen.
Spider
Did
Bukake.
Oh man. I see this happen. Do I see the spiders who are actually trying to make Rolo his bitch, or
Well, basically a 23 hits Rolo, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's give him a wonderful marker for being webbed.
Give me a web. There we go.
And this guy gets webbed as well.
but do I see the spiders? Ooh,
Yes,
Now you do.
you do.
does the spider sees me?
But you are slightly occupied.
Oh, your spider is much uglier, man.
Does the spider see
So
me?
I would like to see some initiative tracks going on. And the spider definitely sees you.
Like I have a 28 stealth.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You might have stepped in its web.
Spider-Man.
See, you stepped on its web. Oh.
Nice.
Okay, now let's sort these babies.
Murid, can you snap them to the grid because they're not exactly matched or aligned to the grid?
Yeah.
The spiders and
Grid
drones.
snapped. Grid snapped.
There we go.
You're welcome.
OCD. Grid snapped.
Oh,
Yeah.
Snap my grid.
Okay,
back.
so, Taurio.
I got this great X and I want to use it.
Mhm.
Is the woods rough terrain or not?
The woods are slightly difficult terrain, so they do take away some of your movement. You would lose 10 feet of movement if you go through them.
So 20 feet. That's wait, no. This is 5, and then I've got still 10. Math
get
is
here.
hard. Okay,
Go back 1 square. There you
good
go.
enough. Luckily, I don't have to use any math.
Complex
to push
roleplay mathematics. Just take 1 step back.
Bam.
Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. But that was what happened when I clicked.
You just want to take that damage. Take it. Take it.
AC was 14, so it's taking 10 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
It's taking more than 10 damage. Just give me a second, because I attack again.
If you
You
hit,
should.
He does. 13 damage. It's looking hecka rough. Wuta.
I got this urge for crab legs.
Yeah. I'm going to attack this one because too close. With my bone blade, because I am above him in the turn order. Sucker. I have an advantage.
yes.
You messed with the wrong lizard.
I have a sneak
Nice.
attack.
Mhm.
Oh, let us hope.
That's a hit, I
Yep.
think. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Ik heb
so
advantage, ja, dus je moet nog eens
a
rollen.
wisdom saving throw. It's frightened of you.
Frightened.
By the way,
So,
like
does it
Central
run-
says, maybe you should roll again. You have
Yes,
advantage.
you have advantage. Roll
You
again.
might get a natural 20.
Exactly.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Does it run because it's scared of me?
Well, probably.
You'll see in history.
Yeah. I'm because I have a hand crossbow loaded. I can also shoot him, but it's not with advantage, right? Because it's too close and it's not a sneak attack.
You do have the mastery, right?
Yeah. No, I'm
Hey.
an expert.
And you are ahead in initiative. Doesn't that give you the assassin boost?
Hij heeft al advantage gerold, hè? Maar
Ja,
hij
ik
heeft
heb
dan
het
nog
al
iets
gedaan,
tekens.
hè.
Je krijgt sowieso niet terug een sneak attack, hè, maar
Wel een advantage, denk
je
ik.
hebt nog altijd wel een advantage.
Oké, dan doe ik.
Is dat een
Well,
crossbow
well-
expert? Ja.
Yeah. While I hit him with my bone blade, my other hand I point at him and a bolt flashes from my hand. And did I? No. If I point, yeah, okay.
So you have advantage to roll again.
Advantage. Yes.
Nog eens?
Yes.
Nog eens rollen?
Yes, advantage.
Okay, so 14 misses, sadly enough.
Oh damn.
So now the creature who is frightened of you will disengage. Go 1, 2, 3. How
Oh.
much fucking movement does it have?
Does it have the
It
option to
disengaged,
descend?
so no attack of opportunity.
Boo.
Will climb up a tree and stealth there.
Do we have to roll something to see its stealth or not?
You probably
Yeah.
have to roll perception to find it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you deleted it. It's out of order now.
Oh no, it's on the GM layer,
Hey.
and the GM layer automatically hides things.
Hey.
Ah, okay.
I discovered shit when I was playing around in Roll20.
Ooh.
So
Magic.
I see that spider scurrying away. So I see another spider right here. I go up to it. Also draw my new longsword.
Would somebody just mention that I'm a friend?
Not
I'm
now.
busy.
Yeah.
I'll just yell, "Good job, Volta," and then I'll attack.
Okay.
14 hits, I guess. I
Uh,
don't know why the other
spider?
one is there.
That's a hit, and I think
Ignore the tree. That's not supposed to be there.
which tree?
Tree.
We're in a forest, dude.
The number 3. Like it's 11 damage.
Later, Daddy.
It's a hit and it's a kill. Congratulations, you fracked the initiative, spider. Motherfucking.
Always
Every
remember.
time.
Take it to the GM.
Why am I so shit at this?
Guys, you make me spill my drink.
Learn,
I'm
learn,
a bit upset right now.
learn to use your X here, like this. See the X.
So I'm gonna
One-
scroll up until I find the fucking initiative roll.
So, one question: the
Yes.
area where I'm now, is that also count as difficult terrain or just
11.
But it was just between. He had an 11. I remember it was just before roll.
now? Yes.
Geweldig.
Every fucking time. And now it's up too far in order to be able to.
No, he had 11. He had 11
You
because
should-
he was just before roll.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yes.
Like now it's his turn.
but
I am too fucking stubborn for this shit.
yeah. One question:
Yes.
is the place where I'm now difficult terrain or just not?
Barely not.
Do I lose any movement if I go up? Because I still am able to move 10 feet. Can I go up 10 feet or not?
You can go up 10 feet.
Okay. Then I go to there and I want to go to the other spider.
Okay.
It will probably be dead by the time that I'm able to get there, but...
So, what is the other spider doing?
By the way, I also turn to roll. I'm going to try to cut him loose next time.
I'm covered in
Next
sticky goo.
round.
It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll engage Santaroth.
Yay.
It gets down on one knee and
Will you marry me?
no.
If there's one, he shouldn't attack its Santaroth.
Present some silk undies.
Volta is like, Loxodon, okay, but this is way out of line.
Santaroth, your go.
Do you accept?
I saw how easy that Taurio and Sorval, with just a few blows, took down the spider. How the spider tried to bite me and failed miserably. I'm just going to swing a great sword. Try to swing it, not reckless, because I'm bored.
No, you are Zentaro.
That's a hit for 8 damage.
Okay. It seems that it's easy to hit it, so I will just do the same thing again. Board again.
Oh.
Ooh. That's a kill.
Bored it.
With 1 point over. Just like,
Whatever.
wank!
I
Fuck off, Spidey.
walk through this guy, and if I am able to with my bonus action, I just want to start yanking at the web, like just with the look of utter boredom on my face.
Stop yanking my web.
I know it probably takes an action, but
Yeah, but you're just being bored and pulling web. That's the thing. Spider-Man.
Can I say something or just?
Of course you can.
I noticed the party that another spider ran away to the trees. Yonder.
Okay.
yeah.
Roll.
Get it later.
So since the spider is dead, is the web also gone, or I'm still in the web?
The web is still there.
Okay, then he tries to free himself. I guess
Okay.
acrobatics.
Mhm.
13.
13,
Is it
I think.
acrobatics to get out of the web?
Or-
I'm allowing it because it's
I
a
don't know,
crazy
or
ass part.
athletics, you tell me, I don't know.
It's our crazy ass board.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a straight strength check. You don't even get additional abilities to it.
Now we'll make a strength check.
He's never getting out.
2.
Wow.
While he strains to the might of his tiny lute-playing forearms, it's as efficient as a Tyrannosaurus trying to pick up a donut.
I knew that the introduction of the World Wide Web will destroy my art.
At first, Rolo was a bit opposed, but now he's feeling pretty comfortable.
It's
Okay,
like
Iskren, it's your go.
Well, I don't see any targets, really. So what I will do is I will move here, and I will use my action to dodge.
Okay. Taurio, you're in a forest.
I cut down the nearest tree. What do I need to do to find the other crab leg?
You can look around.
Well, I look around.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Dun, 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 dun.
You appear to be surrounded by trees. There's webs in the trees.
Well,
Some
I
of
know
them have minotaur-shaped holes in them.
I do know it's around Volta, right? So I go in that direction.
Do you know where Volta is?
Yeah, because
Yeah, he went out of stealth, so he attacked. I can see him. And he yelled that there's not a spider, so I just go in his direction. But
Okay.
movement, difficult. I sprint. And then I lose 10 feet for...
So then you have 40 feet left.
I have 60 feet if I rush, right?
Okay, so you can get here.
Wait, where are you pointing?
I am over here.
It's shown to others, right?
What?
Yeah, but I don't know where you clicked. I didn't see. Sorry.
I
You don't see the crazy ass green arrow?
Green
No.
arrow? No.
No.
Nope.
Are you on the GM layer?
I might be.
Okay, now it's the green arrow. Okay, so I rush over there. Ta-da! Plop.
There's a tree lung! Ah!
Not anymore. It's gone.
It's like right there, dude.
Do I need to make an athletics check?
Yes,
All right, I got this.
just because you asked.
I got this.
Because you asked.
Woo!
He got this.
Oh, frack.
26. Go for it.
Okay, so you are now in a different state of tree.
Okay, and there's nothing around me, nothing to horn. That's sad. That's sad.
It's
Alright.
very sad indeed.
I need
I
more
will,
crab legs. One
I will
spider's
try
not
and-
going to steal this time.
I will try and investigate the tracks of the spider. Do I see tracks or something gluey, gooey?
You actually saw the tree it went up to, so.
I hit it, so perhaps it's bleeding.
Well, one of the things you see
Surprise!
is a spider appearing in front of you.
Hey.
So
Oh,
Huh, bon.
Wow.
in my turn,
Well, actually, it was just before you on the initiative track. Something high dex and such.
but
So something grabs you.
Yeah.
It's a cuddly spider.
Can I dodge it?
There is an escape DC in your turn.
Well, actually, what is the attack roll of the bite?
It doesn't appear to have an attack roll.
That's weird.
Should
I know.
have an attack roll.
You just like attack 23 or what? Attack 20.
Let's make a roll for it.
Oh well. I mean,
Phil, I'm afraid it's gonna be one of those days.
Yeah.
It's not me this time. It's not me.
So you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh man. Oh,
Of
26
16.
or what? Oh.
18. So you're not poisoned. You do feel like these mandibles that are like chipping into you, not really doing damage, but they are trying to inject a lethal dose of whatever the fuck, and you manage to bat it away with your incredible
A lizard-like.
lizard-like reflexes.
You get the
but
impression-
because you are batting it away, you are taking
Ow.
a decent amount of damage. I would put that at 33.
Like
You get the impression it's bad for your health.
33 damage, right?
Yep. It's
Okay.
a good thing you had those additional hit points, eh?
oh wait, don't you have 2 reactions now?
Mhm.
So can't you halve both of them?
Yeah, can I just dodge them?
Not dodge,
No.
that thing that you do, what's it called?
Evasion?
Evasion?
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you suffer
That
only
would be
half
really
damage.
good.
Yeah.
Does he have that? Yes, he does.
It's
No.
a rogue way.
Yep.
Now you can do it twice, so it's only 8 and 8, 16 damage.
There you go. Your
More
dagger's already useful.
60 damage.
Your pointless dagger is useful.
Yes.
And you're welcome.
Another partying cruise a life depth.
Iskru saves everybody, even behind the scenes.
By reminding my companions of their own abilities, I put them in my
Yeah,
debt.
but I didn't know what I forgot the name. I was dodging or uncanny dodge. So
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And that brings a turn to you for revenge.
And I have.
You are
something
also
like,
grappled.
Yeah, I have something like you, bastardly motherfucker, and I'm going to attack it with my bone blade.
You can certainly try.
God, this is
And
one of
fail.
and hand crossbow to the face, and it fails again.
You are not used to being touched by giant spiders.
Yes, let's create a new character.
It's not the same like a Loxodon. Definitely not.
All right.
Sorval.
Okay, releasing, cutting free Rollo, or just removing the webs anyway. Is that an action?
Don't think about me. Go get Vulta.
That would be an action.
Hmm. Let me just check one thing.
What's that thingy that just popped out of the water? Does it look tasty?
Oh,
I don't
Fish.
see that. I'm kind of distracted by. Okay, I'll just let Rollo go, and that looks like very. And I have to move to here.
What's that?
I have
It's
to
got-
move to here to get the flanking bonus, right?
Where are you getting these monsters from? What is it?
Okay. I'll I'll just go past Rollo. And
As you run past, you see something emerge from the riverside. It's a large, giant-like creature, but it doesn't have a head. Instead, on its shoulders are two eyeballs, and there is a mouth that is drooping some kind of corrosive foam.
Okay. I point at the creature. I'm like, Zentrod, maybe that's something for you.
I get the feeling it won't taste good.
Well. Damn, I thought that.
Use the pointy end.
I'll attack this thing.
Mm-hmm. It's good that you have an advantage.
Advantage. Wow. Oh.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
You almost did a Vulta there.
And I'm so sad that I don't have any spell slots anymore.
You do feel that even though you are slashing away at it, it's a hefty beast, this spider.
Big C, we got us a target.
Yeah. I'm looking, but I don't think I can do anything else with. Nope, everything else I can do is an action, so. I already used all my War Priest things, so. Oh.
Goldilocks is being Goldilocks, we get it. You can take the credit afterwards. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Rollo.
All right, Rollo is there.
Was
Yes?
Rollo cut free?
No, not
Nope.
yet.
Okay.
This web will keep staying, or it never disappears, right? Or
It's a web.
it's just there. Okay, very well.
The
So
spider shot a web
okay,
at your
but I'm
face.
only grappled, right? I'm not restrained.
Just grappled. Yeah.
Just grappled. Okay, very well. So he stays where he is then, and he looks at that spider and he says, if I can't get there, why don't you come here? And he casts Compelled Duel on that thing.
On that thing.
Yeah. And that thing has to make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Nope.
So now that thing.
Oh wait, yes.
Oh, boo. Oh, well, it happens. So very well. This time, okay, but that was just a bonus action. So as an action, he will shoot a firebolt at that thing.
That's a cantrip?
That's a cantrip, yeah.
Cool.
That's 15 points. I don't know, 17
Nice.
That's 15 points.
Fire in the forest.
Yes. Would my fire go through the web and burn the web?
You didn't crit.
Okay.
On a crit, I would have allowed.
Nice. Okay, so that's it. 15 damage.
Alrighty. The spider is looking toasty. Leading on to Xantaroth.
The one guy, he's free from his web, it seems.
Yep. One of his companions, Vira, got him free.
Okay. So I will look around and see that someone is eating Vulta. And I'm like, oh.
That's my job. I mean, no.
Not with my gecko, you bitch. And I will walk through here. And I will, as my bonus action, I will start to rage. I will go in a rage because this one looks a little bit more interesting than those other things. Lego my gecko, exactly. And I am on the other side, so I do not have to go reckless because I already have advantage.
Nope.
No.
From this point, you don't have anyone in a straight line from you.
Yes, Sorval?
Yeah.
No?
Yes, Sorval? It has to be on
You have to
any
cross
side.
opposite sides, yeah.
Opposite sides, yes.
And I might just get rid of the entire doing that with large creatures because it's somewhat redundant. But
Then
for now, we'll still do it.
Then I will do reckless. If you do not allow it, no problem. I will go reckless. Huh!
The problem is I couldn't move anymore, so...
Back to the past, Samurai Jack. There we go. 11 damage.
11 damage. And I will swing at it again.
Clash?
13 damage.
Yeah,
Nice. You are carving your way through some hefty bits of spider.
It's already missing some legs.
10 minuutjes kom ik naar jullie en
No.
kom jullie. Toen mogen jullie.
Come on.
Papa gaat dat doen.
It's our dinner.
No, you are cutting into the chitinous armor that covers its entire body, the exoskeleton. But you aren't getting quite through to the juicy bits yet.
Oké, dan mag dat denk ik wel open doen.
Okay.
I will look at Volta and say, stay awake. I still need to have you alive.
I need you for undetermined purposes.
Yes.
I poke Big Z and I tell him, leave the legs alone. They're good eating.
It's actually a creature you haven't eaten before, Talia.
Oh!
No, this is something you haven't encountered on Ravnica at all.
And I haven't eaten crab?
Crayfish and shit are quite rare on a plane that doesn't have any open oceans. You could have eaten merkfish if you would have gone around with Big C some more.
But merkfish are not crab, right?
They're similar in some respect.
Okay.
I will.
He's Gren, by the way.
Right.
It's your turn.
I will poke him back, Tario back, and say, let's share one.
You are raging.
Let's share one. So
You're raging. The big part is mine.
Iskren will move here on the other side, and he will toll the dead the spider.
Toll the dead the spider.
That's wisdom 14.
Wow.
Yes. I can't save for shit, but I can save against Toll the Dead, and I always will.
Yes, it is. That's a fact. Okay. That's it.
I do move over here because I don't like the look of this headless guy. And well, I got this great axe, you know.
Dat is mooi gerold.
Is stevig. Yeah. You are starting to notice the gaps are getting deeper.
Shit.
And deeper. You are starting to carve your way through the creature.
I do have. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I push it right now.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, where it is. It's in the center. It's got our attention. It's fine. It's there. Yeah, that's my turn. Sorry.
Okay.
Itty bitty spider.
See if I can get this to.
So the itty bitty spider has more dex than Volta?
Yeah, I find this offending.
Oh,
As it should.
Yeah,
It
but
does have many
first
legs to move,
round,
so
I got the drop on him.
Now he got the drop on you!
Yeah, but this is
Stepping to the face.
See. It is surrounded, which is unpleasant.
I can live with it.
he can't.
That's the idea. You're starting to think like Dario. The Legion always looking for new recruits, you know?
Spider?
No, for people who think like me.
Oh,
spider recruit.
Spider recruits. Well, it's got 8 legs. If we can bind some weapons to it, it'll be nasty. Ragdos won't know what hit it.
now he's going to explode a fireball all around him. You'll see.
It would be really cool if it could, but
Spontaneous combustion. Fuck you.
Fuck you all four.
no, I can't.
You can, you're the
Yeah,
DM,
look
you can do everything.
That's spontaneous combustion.
I'm still trying to be fair, you know.
Alright. Ah,
So-
fairness.
okay.
The problem is like half of its spells are not in the thing
He really has spells?
that it has. Oh yes.
Ah, what's
So
this
let's-
thing? You know, I don't know this thing.
Yeah.
Let's just merrily ignore that it can cast spells and do a multi-attack on.
You're a spider, Harry.
It still has a Volta in its mount that is grappled.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter.
Quiet you.
So we have 1-2 for Sorval, 3-4 for Taurio, 5-6 for Xantarot, and 7-8 for Volta.
Volta is in the range.
Yeah,
Why
Volta is
roll?
fucked.
You didn't find your D4 or what?
I prefer rolling more than a d4. Every time you roll, it's just like, fuck Philip.
Why roll a Volta is a possible target. I mean, we all know it's going to happen. I mean, he's a little lizard.
Okay, so we go claw,
Oh,
Both miss.
bite. Whew, bite.
He drops his claw.
Okay, so this is shit rolling. There you go, Volta. I hope you're happy.
You did a Volta.
Yeah, pretty much.
What? He gets a +9?
Yeah, I really roll like shit. That's my thing.
Okay.
That's why my players survive these encounters. I just have to like when I do the combat building in the Kobold Fighting Club, I just have to balance myself out of the equation.
Okay. So,
Ja,
wacht, hè.
go
Hij moet-
Volta.
Ja, ik moet nog moet ik geen dingen doen? Nee, dat mist allemaal. Oké, ik ga Bone Blade gebruiken op deze.
More snake than lizard at this time.
En ik heb geen advantage omdat Taurio aan de andere kant staat, ja. Hè?
Yep.
Ja.
Dus je
Dat is-
hebt ook een sneak attack als je hem wilt.
straight
Ja.
up, hè. Straight up, hè, want je bent grappled, hè. Dus dat wordt...
Ah,
Grapple doet geen dingen, hè?
Nee.
Grappled?
Nee,
Of dat-
geen eigenlijk effect, is gewoon speed 0.
nee. Ja,
That's restrained.
oké. En dit ding, komt dat dichter?
dat
Ze
ding is
biedt wel.
geweest.
Oké, dan die staat voor mij. Ik sta voor hem in de turn order. Die heeft nog niet aangevallen.
You have to
De
roll
Boneblade
again.
heeft advantage,
You
hè?
have advantage.
Ja, hand crossbow.
No, with the
De
Boneblade you have
Boneblade
advantage.
heeft advantage, hè?
Okay.
Ja.
Ik heb nog maar 1 keer gerold.
Ah, sorry. Wacht, ik ga eerst eens met mijn boneblade.
Okay.
Never mind.
Serieus.
Jeez.
Vulta is a Vulta. Check.
You're just balancing out my creature now.
Ja,
This is going to take all night if you keep rolling like this, guys.
I epically miss you. I epically miss you harder.
What is this? Warhammer 2nd edition? What is it?
ik kan met iemand anders spelen. Man.
Oké. Dit onding heeft blijkbaar een movement speed van 40.
Doei.
Dus ze gaat...
Ik denk dat dat ding mij gaat opeten.
Philip, you do realize it's a D20 and not a D4, right?
Yeah.
So it manages to cross the river, wading through it, being almost completely submerged as it goes. And that is just about its turn. It rock at Xantaroth.
En critically miss en hit Vulta. Ah.
See what I did there? I didn't make it roll to see who it would attack. Aha! Advantage Volta.
Oh my.
Excuseert u mij een beetje?
Wow. It's only 18 for you, so...
It's only 18. And a DC 16 wisdom saving throw, please.
Hey, it
So
would
I
have
get
brought
hit by
me
a
to
rock.
my knees.
And I would be frightened because it hit me with a rock, okay?
Well,
Oh,
36
baby.
damage. Jesus.
Oh my! Oh my!
The bear spirit is strong with you.
Yes!
You can bear this.
Kan iemand dat
Sorry, man.
dood doen? Want...
I'll try.
Yeah, the spider is looking rough.
Ja, dan nog.
Rougher even.
It's called chitten.
There we go. 11
I'm
damage.
so sad that I can't do anything else.
You are so sad that you can't do. It's just like,
No,
I am too sad now.
no, but
Yeah.
imagine if I could use War Priest now. I don't have any charges for it.
Ja, dat is ongeveer 11 damage meer dan ik de voorbije 2 beurten heb gedaan.
Yes!
Rollo.
Alright, Rollo.
Well, you start with damage, Phil. This is a thing. You should never start with damage.
Rollo will firebolt the spider, I guess. Yeah.
I think does Roll still have charges? Because normally he would do
It's
the
cantrip.
Firebolt is a cantrip, yeah.
You can just.
You can keep shooting it for days.
That is good.
Yeah, 14 damage.
That's more than Sorval.
Yes.
Well.
Putting it out there.
I'm not putting it on fire. I'm
problem.
putting it out.
Xantaroth. You have been rocked like a hurricane.
I will keep on hitting the spider. Do I get advantage because of Sorval now
Yep.
or not? Okay.
You are positioned correctly as a party
I
in the
will-
number 4.
I will ignore the rock that has been thrown to my face.
Can you smell
Yes.
what the
Well,
rock is hitting?
Okay.
That's a hit, and that's a good hit.
That's
Very good hit.
Man.
Getting one more of those, and it's dead.
Allee.
Then
Here it comes.
I will try to do the swingity swing again. It's
Double
too
one.
bad I do not have the glowy magicy sword now.
Sad.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly
Sorry,
the
no,
You
same.
have him. How do you want to do it?
Vraagt, ik draaide hem.
How are you slicing up this big ass motherfucking scary spider?
I get hit in the back and I will slice him. I will go down and then I will look at Tario, take one of the legs and slice that leg off and hand the leg to Tario. And I will say, hold that for me, will you? I will turn around and walk to this bish.
So, basically, the creature, as you are walking away, goes,
Can you reach this spot?
I can certainly reach that spot.
Good point.
And I will glare at
Leapfrog.
before me.
Alrighty. Iskren.
Okay, let's see. Oop, 40 feet. Yeah.
40 feet tall to death from a safe distance.
No. I mean, this thing looks pretty dangerous. It threw a rock for 36 points of damage.
So you move back and tall to death?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, slow down, big guy. And I will cast slow on that creature. He has to make a wisdom saving throw. 14.
Does it even have wisdom?
I don't know.
It does! That's surprising.
Okay, so he's slowed, which means he has a penalty of 2 to armor class and dexterity saving throw. He cannot use reactions. This is a very important thing, everyone. He cannot use reactions. So if you move away from him, he cannot make your attack opportunity. And his speed is halved, and if he makes multiple attacks, he can only make one every round.
Cool.
I will thank you for it.
Question.
Yeah.
Why would we move away?
Because since his speed is halved, if you move away, he can never reach you.
Why would we move away?
You do you. You do.
Or you have Wallflower, do you? That also works.
Yeah, that's Vilda, but nothing works for Vilda. I mean, come on.
That was me.
Alrighty. Then, Vera will move up. And let's...
Help my friend Robo. Some of you.
They're not in a turn order, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. And she will cast Bless on Xantarot, Vulta, and Taurio.
Okay. What was the bless marking again?
Anything you want.
Just remembered.
What did
Let's go with
Plus
Schwarzenegger.
1d4 attacks and saving throws.
Okay.
There you go.
So I have 1d4
Attack
extra.
rolls.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Taurio!
Can I move until here? I've got 30 movement speed, but I've got a difficult terrain if I'm...
You can get there.
Alright. Say hello to my big friend. Boom.
Boom.
That's a hit.
It is called Great EX.
Uh-huh. Boom.
And that's also a hit.
But what's with that damage? I mean, come on.
I can't help you there. You
I
are
shout-
just exceptionally shit at rolling damage.
I shout to Tario, Tario, you have to drop the leg again. Okay.
Right, and I throw the leg in the direction of the fire because it needs to cook anyway. So
Okay. Vulta.
Alright, I move 1, 3. Bone Blades. Do I still have an advantage because I'm above him in the turn order and he hasn't attacked?
you're Vilta, you don't have advantage on anything.
It's only the first turn in combat.
Yeah.
I feared as much.
Bone Blade.
Come on, Bone Blade! It's so sad.
Bad.
You couldn't
It
hit.
hits because of the fucking slow.
Oh!
This wisdom save.
Go, Iskren.
Oh,
go,
for fuck's
Iskren.
sake.
En nog
Het is een fright.
1, 2, 3. En ik schiet nog met mijn hand crossbow erop.
Je hebt ook uw sneak attack op uw dingen, hè? Op uw Bone Blade.
Is dat?
Ja, wij stonden
Doe-
daarnaast.
Doe een sneak attack op haar crossbow dan.
Mag ik hier nog 3d6 rollen? Of is dat...
Rot gewoon een sneak attack op haar crossbow.
Als hem raakt. If he
Wacht,
hits.
Sneak attack hand crossbow? Ja, dat werkt wel.
Ouch, chihuahua.
It's a
This
pretty
is going a lot better than against the spider, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, this one hasn't mauled him yet.
Okay, so odd Santarot, even Taurio. Even.
Taurio.
Zo, Centro Tario, voelt dat?
Just the dice.
You forgot Volta.
Indeed, I could have thrown a rock at him, but
Dat was een dode voelt en zo. We have dead gecko. Gecko is dead.
Oeh, that hits.
Oeh.
Meh, that hits. And I need to do a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Or be stunned. Shoot.
What the hell?
Plus 8. Wow.
Oeh.
Ooh, I'm stunned.
Yeah.
And I take 12 damage, right?
yep.
That's a
I can only do one attack because of
Slow.
slow. Let's
But
see
you
if I
can.
get to save against it.
Yes.
Creature fails so like another wisdom save at the end of each of his turns.
Yeah. It's wisdom at the end of the turn. No, he does not.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We could have seen that one coming a mile away. So well,
So,
there's this large creature that is slamming into Taurio, just basically lifting the large cow off his feet, tipping it, as it were.
No.
forest tier counts as difficult terrain, right?
Tario is triggered. I'm a fighter, but I go into range.
Difficult-ish. Like, it takes 10 away from your movement if you move through it.
Okay, so that means I can't go to hit it yet with my sword, but I should be able to move to here.
You can actually, if you go around the forest, you get there.
I'm just going straight through it.
It is Sorval.
Ignore the 2, please.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Um,
just going straight through the
yep.
forest.
5 damage. It cringes in terror.
Yeah.
Brrr. Rollo.
Rollo is still in his nice
Well,
cage.
Russell's back. I wasn't checking my camera.
Hey, just in time. Okay, I guess Rollo then is going to play the same trick that he played on the spider. Maybe it works with this guy. And, yeah, he's going to tell him to come and hit him if he's so tough.
Aren't you a little bit too far? Isn't it
Maybe
30
yes,
feet
I'm just
roughly?
about to get my ruler on. And I'm 30 feet. It's exactly 30 feet. Great. So, yeah, let's do this. Come here, boy.
Yeah, boy.
zie nu echt zo.
Haha.
This shit can't roll.
So-
Wisdom saving throws for fuck.
Now he has to come to me. And just to mock him a bit more, I will also throw him a firebolt. Pooh.
I heard I also troll him a
I
firebolt.
troll him a firebolt. He has -2 to armor class, so I don't know if that's important. So that's 16
It's a
points
big
of
target,
damage.
so it's
Yeah.
quite easy to get.
Nice.
By
Zantarov.
now, I am just shaking my head like, no firebolts anymore. They're too small for me.
Well, the compelled duel will probably go away because I'm going to hit it.
Yeah, that's how it works. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, you go for
But
it.
it's also frightened of Fulta, so there's that.
It's
Just in a
got
bad place at
touch
the
for
moment. It's
miles.
considering, like, how did I get to the position where my shoulders were doing the looking for me?
Where does it say if anybody else attacks it that it loses the compelled duel?
Yeah, it's true. If a creature friendly to you damages the target or casts it out.
Yeah,
Okay,
we aren't
The last
friendly to him.
lines.
never mind. That's fine, go for it.
I will, because Taurio is looking like a dumb fuck right now, like getting slammed and being stunned. So I will attack this thing recklessly because I would like to hit it.
You still have advantage because I'm there.
Yep.
You don't have to attack recklessly.
He's stunned, but he's still there.
Yeah, but he's not a threat.
He's very much a threat.
I
He's
got
a
horde.
booming thread.
Uh-huh.
It's basically he's a distraction,
We don't need it.
which is what I base it on.
30 damage on the first hit,
Yes.
and I will swing again. Ooh, 60. Ooh, that was a bad hit. Ooh,
That still hits though.
Still hit?
Yeah, he
but-
has a -2 to armor class, and his basic
Yeah.
AC is 16.
Yeah.
15, basically. Yeah. He's he's fucking Rooney'd with the slow spell.
23 damage.
Yep.
I would
That's
say like shooting fish in a barrel, but I got a bad experience with fish, so.
Sometimes the barrel shoots back.
Sometimes the barrel eats you.
Iskren, it is your go.
Master, how do you interpret this? You know, there is this spell, command, where I can give a one-word order to a target, and he would do that thing if he fails a saving throw, right?
Oh god, saving throws.
Could I?
5
My
push
one
jump.
weakness.
Now.
Yeah, but wait. Could I command somebody to? Could my command be attack, and he will do that?
No, because he has to do them in their turn.
In their turn. Okay, very well. Yeah. Okay, that's
So
fine.
if you
No, that's
can
good.
command me to,
Yeah,
attack.
but that's what
I
you would
will
do
certainly
anyhow.
do
Yeah,
that
okay,
in
that's
my
good.
turn.
Okay, then what I will do is I
Command
will
the ugly fella to do 5 push-ups.
Come on, Rollo. Dance.
dance. No, what I will do is I will told that idiot there.
Oh god.
I mean the monster. And when I say monster, I mean the guy, this guy.
Oh,
Because-
I failed to toll the dead save.
16 points of necrotic damage.
There goes my
Oh
streak of ignoring all the toll the deads.
Very good.
Taurio, you are
Well, I'm
stunned.
stunned. What do I have to? What does the stun effect do?
You cannot act.
I can attack.
You cannot
That's-
act. That's it.
I cannot act.
Your turn is over.
Hey, you are no longer stunned, I think.
That's until the end of my turn. It said so.
Yeah.
No, okay. I stand there and I give him the bullseye.
Wulta,
I come closer.
get your revenge for spider times.
Yeah, I attack with my bone blade. Like, la 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 la.
Are you sure that's halal?
Yeah. I have no advantage, right? Or
Welke kant is Mecca? Welke kant is Mecca?
I
We're on a different plane, dude.
don't think so. Let's see. With a d4 added, you still can't get it. Nope.
no miss, so I move back like this, and I shoot my hand crossbow.
That's a hit.
Sneak attack.
And you can actually do the sneak attack damage on that one. As long as the other one missed.
I'm just going to roll once more and then add the sneak.
So 7 added. So 16.
11.
No, it's 11 sneak.
Oh, it's 11 sneak? For fuck's sake.
He actually did damage.
Yeah.
I'm stunned. No,
Very
wait.
No longer.
Twice
Okay.
in a row that you did damage, by the way.
Let's do even Taurio Alzantarot,
Wasn't it afraid?
which means it gets disadvantage now.
Oh, it's not running away? Okay.
It's going to disadvantage bite your ass.
Was I?
Bite back, Santarot. Bite back.
Who was even this time? Was it me or Zentarot?
You.
Oh.
Even Taurio. It's always even Taurio. 19.
Wait. What was
That hits.
my armor class is 19.
That hits.
Okay, prepare for a wall of text.
Wait, what?
So as it moves in, the torso collapses over you, and you are swallowed. You count as being blinded and restrained. You have complete cover from attacks from the outside and effects from the outside. And you take 14 damage at the start of each of its turns.
Whoa.
If it takes 20 or more damage, which will most likely happen considering Xantarot's there, it must succeed a Constitution saving throw or regurgitate you, and then you fall prone within 5 feet of it. It can only swallow one thing at a time, and a swallowed creature can escape the corpse once it is dead.
So do I take 19 or
You take
do I
19 damage,
Okay.
and you are shoved into its gullet.
Can I still attack? Because if I can attack, I can't miss, right?
Blinded and restrained. So I think you can, but it's unpleasantly attacking. It's better than being stunned, but you have a disadvantage to attack.
Okay, but I can still attack. I got this. I've now got the I think this is the second. Where is it? I forgot the name. The DC movie. Something Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I was thinking Heroes of the Galaxy, but that wasn't right.
It's a Marvel movie, not this.
Yeah, the start. Yeah, DC. What the? I blame the Rock.
I yell, what?
The lack of it.
The lack of it. Yeah, but I'm now envisioning the start of the movie. The monster even looks like it. So.
Okay, that means we move on to the angelic savior, Sorval.
Okay,
Someone ate your cow, and I can roll for
see
the...
that Tario is being consumed.
You can save against the slow. Yeah.
My legs are still sticking out, right?
It's not slow anymore.
You guys are so lucky the slow stuck for that long. It has a multi-attack of 3.
Okay then. I am like
Now it's never gonna get
nobody messes
used.
with Boros Legionnaires. I move to here
Mhm.
because, well, why not?
Any hole is a goal.
Do not roll 1. I'm inside.
18, that's a hit for 5 damage.
23, so still.
Yeah, even the
5
18
damage.
would be a hit.
Yeah. For fuck's sake, I want to hit the critical roll for the critical one for this.
Critical roll.
I get extra damage.
If only.
Okay. Roll.
Hey, Rollo is still inside this thingy here. Okay, so we will keep shooting firebolts, I guess.
So Sorval is only impressive in the telling afterwards.
11
That's pretty
damage.
good. Xantaroth.
Just wait until I have my smite back.
I will try to make sure that Tario gets out of there. And I will smack him with the greatsword. Ooh, thank God for advantage.
And the roll's not coming through for me yet.
Yeah.
Give it some time.
So my...
Wow, yes,
Roll.
Thank God for advantage.
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 damage.
Yes, and
It's
I will,
looking like utter shit. But also
swing,
injured.
I will swing again with the greatsword. For
Yes.
damage.
And Tario
You
is
are
free.
taking it down to single digits, my friend.
Yes.
There's blood gushing out of it. You hear the sad mooing of a cow for no apparent reason.
Sad, I'm angry.
So Yamara,
Single digits, you said?
Iskren.
Oh well, then told the dad it is. Donk! 2 damage if you say. Is it single digit damage? Is it
Not single digits enough.
Come on.
Would be fun.
Okay, wait a second.
can you still attack with your Xantaroth?
That's what I'm considering. Let me see. Where is
Hit me! I've got a bone to pick with him.
I cannot see you. That's the problem.
But I'm out, right?
Yes, no?
No, you're
No,
out.
you're not out.
You're in.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
there's
so
more than 20
You are
damage
swallowed.
in one
I
turn.
will cast.
Yes,
I will
But
And then
more
he has
than
to make a
20
con
damage
save.
in one turn.
from
All right.
inside, from the inside.
No, let's make a con save.
Who?
He made the con save.
You
God damn it.
But for what?
To see if I spit out Taurio.
I think
Yes.
I think damage has to be done from the inside.
No, just 20 damage in one turn.
Yeah.
But
From the-
you have
from
to
the creature
make
inside.
discounts.
Yeah, but still,
Okay.
I'm a fair GM. I allow you guys to have some
So,
fun along the way.
as a bonus
to
action,
worry.
I will cast a level 1
frick.
healing word on Xantaroth.
Let's heal Xantaroth.
He is healed for 4 damage, and he can immediately attack.
I will do so.
He's mine.
Boom.
Yes. How do you want to do it? How are you slicing up this piece of lovely meat?
Are you asking me or Xantaroth? No, okay.
I know that there is a Taurio
You know,
inside.
if you look closely at it, it looks like it has lipstick on.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
I know
Nightmare
that
fuel!
I know that there's inside of it, so I will stick my blade inside of its mouth, cut upwards, take the bottom jaw, and pull him down and try to grab inside for Taurio.
Okay,
Not
so
the tail.
as you pull down the jaw, which is, it's a little bit above you, which you're not used to, because what the fuck is this shit even? You do rip out most of its throat, in which Taurio is lodged. So Taurio basically flops out like a merkfish into your waiting arms.
What is this thing?
Oh no, no waiting arms. I just let him drop on the floor and look at him and like, bro, what the fuck?
I thought it was weaker from the inside. It had tough skin.
In the meantime, you see
Seems
Volta.
like
You can
a
collect poison
good,
from
fair
spiders.
point. Yeah. And I will look around and see if there's something else I can hit with my big short.
Can I just...
Yes, there is a very wet cow. There is some Boros paladin. And somewhere behind you is a lizard who appears to be highly magnetic.
Magneto.
Magnetic
Hello.
karma, you say?
I will-
in the meantime,
will
can I
sit down.
try and extract the poison from the spider glands or something like that?
I'm ready for a wrestling match.
You could go over and give it a squeeze.
Yeah, but how do I have to roll to squeeze and try to get out the poison?
Let's see what is on your character sheet and what could be useful.
Poisoner's kit?
It's definitely going to be your poisoner's kit with intelligence or nature check.
I will go for the nature check then.
Looks at how much bonus he gets.
Like that. Poisoner's kit with nature.
Yep.
Can't roll nature. It's gonna be intelligence then, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Or wait, nature is...
That's a skill,
Okay.
which you have.
Don't screw it up.
A 15. As you are going through the spidery corpse, it doesn't appear to have harvestable poison glands. What you do come away with is some high quality carapace,
Hey.
I thought you were gonna say syphilis, but okay.
which you could probably work, given time, into magical medium armor. And maybe even light armor if you try hard enough.
And magical as in... I can wear it?
This is the true magic of clothing.
No, I can...
Magic.
Motherfuckers, stop taunting me.
But it's half the fun of the roleplay, Phil.
I know.
No, but like basically, this is material that you can use for your crafts, and there is quite a lot of it. You could actually have 5 or 6 crafts because it's a pretty big creature.
Yeah.
it does take up some space in your bag of holding,
Yeah.
but you have a bag of holding, so
Yeah.
and it's basically this is carapace, so it won't actually decay in your bag of holding.
Oh, nice. Okay, fine.
Tario is a bit bummed out. He didn't get the kill on the spider, and he got swallowed. Not the best experience. So he's cooking a crab leg.
Mario, maybe it's best if you first get cleaned a bit in the water.
But I'm all smooth. If there's a wrestling match, I'm winning.
You smell a lot, more than usual.
Not my problem.
I smell at Taurion and I say, that's not half too bad.
There we go.
I've smelled a lot worse.
Please, Mom. Whatever.
Sudrak actually goes to Taurio and he lays his hand on you and heals you for 4. Going like,
Wow.
the blessings of the keep are with you. And unlike the healing that is done by Boros or Orzov, there is a pulse of raw primal energy that flows through you as though someone has lit a fire in your veins. And it doesn't do much, but it does heal you up a little. Your wounds stop bleeding.
Thanks, dude, and I give him a shoulder clap. Slime a shoulder clap. And I cook my crab leg.
I will sit down next to Tario and eat a crab leg as well.
In the meantime,
First I will try it raw.
Yeah.
It tastes unpleasant.
Yeah.
This is after some trial and error, you do find that the regular giant spiders taste a lot tastier. This one has all these kind of little hairs that are annoying if you try to eat it raw, and if you burn it, it gets really sour in taste. Whereas the actual spiders are pretty good eating. They remind you closely of poultry. So it's a poultry meal.
Tastes like chicken. Check.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken if you're hungry enough.
Okay. While our friends are doing that, I walk up to the other people here, and I'm like, "Thanks for the assist, but like you see, we didn't need it."
What?
Yeah, you guys seem to have lots of things covered.
I'm covered.
Yes.
Are you sure the cow person's all right? I've heard a lot of tale about the Anima Minotaurs, but this was somewhat of a letdown performance for their reputation.
Well, he couldn't get this charge up, so...
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm just collecting things from the corpses, like the corpses.
But it's also... We had a fight about an hour ago, so...
Well, you could... We'll probably be moving on, because we're drawing too much attention from the forest as it is. But... Vira motions in the general direction. If you continue down that way, you'll get to the Anhava Inn. You can probably rest up there.
Yeah.
It's
We need
half an hour walking from this point. If you ever get to Eisen, or if you would happen to come across the Koshun Keep, do check us out. We are the Iron Brotherhood. We have a small group there that can take care of you if you mention that you met us along the way.
Oh, that's very friendly. I hope we will be able to take you up on that offer.
Iron Brotherhood. Hoe noemt hij nu weer? What is she called again?
Vera.
Don't you see the name tags? They
No, we
should
don't.
be on there.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Nope. I don't see any name tags below.
Now we do.
Now we do.
Oh. Sakura.
We got Greenskin, Elfears, and board number 2.
I can remember Vera. That's easy enough.
1 uur later. And then I was talking to Ariv.
Mira,
Yes.
Lyra, what was her name again?
Derpface.
Durf.
Okay, so these guys skedoodle off into the
I
distance.
think we should also
Goodbye.
get out of here and get to this
Be
inn.
sure to tell everybody you meet about Sorval the Magnificent.
Alright.
Sorval, what is so magnificent about not even probably hitting things?
Yeah. Even I do
That
more
I'm
than.
able to give you a glowy sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did that. That was a good thing, but that doesn't make you so magnificent.
Yeah. It's like it's called a torch.
I mean, if you want, I can teach you how to properly fight.
Oh,
Dario whispers, stage whispers, use the pointy end.
Yeah.
You see, the main thing is
Volta is picking out the bone and going to Sorval and can I see your sword, please? And trying
you
to
too can be magnificent.
try to measure up the sword for obvious reasons.
Oh wow! Oh no! Oh wow! Oh DM, that's a bad pun. You should be ashamed of that.
I'm a dad.
He's not gonna do that.
Damn it!
Moment.
Oh,
What the hell is this?
oh. Okay. So after that, we will get up and we will leave probably.
Oh. Ugh. Sorry. Continue.
Okay,
After
So-
the bad pun, we shall move on.
it's always a good plan to move on after
And
bad
then
puns.
facepalm like, right, I want to ask them about the sand thingy on the other side, what it was. Ask it of the other people.
See, and on
Maybe
this map,
some
you guys
locals.
already are placed. So, as you are going, eventually you reach some sort of civilization.
Hmm?
There's a
Sorry, if another tree trips me, I poke it with my axe.
there's some wooden stakes that people have hammered into the ground, and they have tied small trees to these stakes. Before there is a clearing in which someone erected a couple of huts with glass windows and a couple of chimneys. There might be some stone involved in the work, but it's very rudimentary. And yeah, this is apparently a place where people gather and dwell.
I get a gruel vibe.
This is a very rudimentary, very, very basic kind of gruel, if you would even bother calling it that.
It's a shithole. Check.
It's like
Yeah, it's a small
world.
place where people arrange accommodations that could protect them against the weather. This is
I mean, I see the building, but where's the rest of the world?
well, truth be told, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. I'll see if I can get you guys an image.
Are we
That
already on
will-
the other map or not?
No.
Okay. Whew. Thought I was missing something.
Yes, enemies.
Yeah, and damage. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Oh,
All the puns.
that's a problem with multi-classing.
Is it?
Yes.
Damage.
Not
I think
always.
most people actually multi-class to
Yeah,
get more damage.
To do more
I
damage.
know. But I suck at multi-classing, it seems so.
I mean,
Like I would multi-class in fighter to get great weapon fighting. That's what I can do.
Alrighty, let's show it to you guys.
I got fighter and I like fighter, so why multi-class? I mean, I get the hit.
That already
Nice.
looks like a very nice place. I
right.
mean,
This is
You're from
hilariously
Ravnica,
basic for you
North.
guys.
It has,
true, but
it has less than 5 cores.
This is the prettiest house in the bunch, as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
And eventually, as you approach it, wah wah, it does have a large sign hanging outside saying "in." So there is that.
It is black. Black again.
As you enter, you do see two minotaurs, weapons braced, that are significantly larger than any minotaur you have ever seen.
Uh-huh.
I look at Minotaurs and I look at Tario.
I look at Tario and I say, "Eat what
Tario.
You never tell a baby Minotaur.
But ODM, I have a very, very black screen.
Yeah, zoom out.
Scroll
It's
down.
on the bottom.
Scroll down, yeah.
Yes, I
Black
still
screen
have a
matter.
very, very black screen.
Let's see if you have vision.
I do not
No.
have the dark
Haha.
vision. But
Is this better?
yes.
Does anyone else have no vision?
Nope.
I have vision, but
Vision of the future, but
What?
I'm not sure if I should be insulted or not by this big ass Minotaur. I mean, what the fuck? I'm Taurio. I should be bigger.
I didn't know you were, what, a kid for your race?
These minotaurs also look slightly more feral than Taurio does. They look basically, if you've listened to stories from certain other Boros minotaurs with certain tattoos on their shoulders.
Did I ever listen to him?
What Tim says he's like would be kind of like these guys. And you do hear, coming from further away, some general merriment and people speaking.
I go forward, make sure that my sword is in its shade, and I just see if they react anyway.
So they're a few heads taller than me, right?
They are one order of magnitude taller than you, so they are broader than you, they're taller than you, they have bigger axes than you.
They're just better than you.
Yeah.
I go
Let's
to
not go there, okay? So
I go next to Dario and say, "It's not the size, it's how you use it, my friend."
I'm still hung like a bull. Shut up. So I look up and I say, "Yo, what's up?"
And the Minotaur glances down at you, approaches the party, and goes,
I do stand in front right now, right?
"Are you, tiny one? Don't you have to visit your parents?
We have a domesticated
Why?
cow.
Why is your horn so bad? Is someone bullying you?"
Ouch.
I look at that.
If
Minotaur and I
these
look at
people give you a bad time, you come to me. I am Big Brother Hurvu. I will protect you from the bad people. Where did you get shiny armor?
Okay,
It's bad for you. It hinders your growth.
okay. At the start, I'm starting to get offended, but then it pulls on the big brother act, so I'm like, okay, yeah. So I put up my fist and say, "Thank you, brother." And I put up my fist for a fist bump, and I wait to see if he fist bumps me back. Does he or not?
But let me hang
He holds out his fist and just goes like,
Yeah. Let me see.
for 1 damage.
Okay, so
You
I
feel
don't.
this shock in your arm as he fist bumps you.
Yeah, okay, so I don't show it on my face. I mean, I've got some self-respect left. So I fist bump him back and I say, "Nice to meet you, brother. Is this the what was the Havana Inn?"
This is the Anhava Inn.
All right.
It is a place for merriment and drinking. Are you old to drink yet, little one?
I'm definitely am.
That is good.
If he is old enough to fight, he is old enough to drink, right?
I point at Big Z and I nod.
Your unusual companion has a point. I would suggest you go and meet with Joskun. He's the keeper of the inn. And he points in the general direction of the bar, which is up a staircase. You also notice that beyond our dear wonderful cowishness, there appears to be a place where people can stable their horses, and there's some bales of hay that are set around just to probably protect against impacts and stuff. And there's a couple of horses. One looks like quite a hefty heifer, the other 3 are pretty normal. There is a person standing in the horse pen, just keeping an eye on them, making sure no thieves come by. 2 guards are settled slightly outside. And some more people are just looking down and having beers, and it's a decent inn, be it rather primitive.
I forgot to take 1 damage. Sorry. Alright, so I point to the rest of the guys towards the bar.
Okay.
Sure.
I start moving towards the bar.
So, but what's the deal here? They have the stable in the middle of the tavern. What is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing, apparently.
What do you say?
Okay.
It's
It
a
happens
thing,
when
apparently.
there are large monsters with eyes on their shoulders roaming
yeah.
around.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Kind of cool. All right, let's go get some refreshments, I guess.
Yeah, so I give a nod to my brother from another mother and go towards the bar.
So Joskun, seeing you approach, goes like, "Hello there, what can I get you guys?"
What
Do you have kefir?
Yeah, what does the place offer?
I have never heard of kefir, but I do have several beverages that can be quite appealing to you. I have delicious wines from the Great Wood, and I also have some slightly more grain-based alcohols that come in all the way from Iceland.
Does realize that the coinage here might be different than
Gold is
Ravnica?
gold. Gold is gold.
You can make me an intelligence check.
Yeah, okay, so Tario does not realize this.
Hey.
Or he does.
He does. Does the coinage here is different or not?
Yeah, it's most likely different, considering that your coins are minted by the guilds. And these people have only heard of guilds in a very rough kind of potentially trade way.
I did bring kefir with me, right? I
You
have
had 2 flacons with you.
Yeah, so I asked to the bartender, do you trade in goods? Because I do have kefir.
I do not know what this kefir is. I would have to try some first.
Do you have a shot glass? Or do I
What?
see yeah, a small glass, something to taste with, or a glass, whatever.
He just grabs a drinking horn.
So I pour a bit
It
of
looks
the
Minotaurian.
Mom? So I pour a bit in and I let him taste my delicious kefir.
So he takes the drink and he goes, cheers. And he quaffs it back and he goes, this is, I could see a market for this.
So I asked him what he would trade or give me for one water skin.
I'll give you guys,
It is pretty exclusive.
here's a round of beers on me. And he dabs under the counter and goes like, and this bottle of wine. It's good stuff.
Any knowledge of the wine? I mean, I'm usually more. What do I drink normally? Isn't it more like beer? No, I drink
You
wine.
drink alcohol.
Yeah, it's a general skill. Do I get the feeling this is a fair trade or not? Because the kefir, it's not something. I'm guessing it's not something familiar because he doesn't know it and he's a bartender.
Quantity-wise, it's a very fair trade.
Okay. But
And
we
then,
do.
as you guys are swapping out, Vulta, you notice this man slowly approaching the party.
Yes.
He's wearing some strange kind of striped hat and the cross between a smoking and a slightly overlarge vest.
Okay.
And
then-
he smiles a grin at you and he goes like, "Hey, are you in the trade? You there, lizard boy? Are you in the trade?"
What do you mean by trade?
There's and he, with his foot, which catches your eye, writes in thief cant on the floor,
Ja, en
trade.
En je ziet mij zo van, I don't know what you mean. En je ziet mij zo met mijn pinky, yes, ticket tegen mijn bierding.
You must allow me to buy you a drink. Old Juskin here, he keeps the good stuff.
Alright.
Come to my table.
En,
Bring your friends.
en
You guys look new here, so
I do. I just noted it down as a bottle of Grota wine. Is that fine? The bottle I see, so it's nothing special, right? Nothing special for this plane.
And who are you asking this of?
Just a general question, just to put in my inventory. Okay, so I just
A bottle of El Grotten wine.
check.
Okay. I tell my friends that they have to come and that I found something interesting.
Also,
I heard 3 drinks.
as you are walking,
Yeah.
you see this guy.
Okay.
And it's a ferret
Yeah.
with a drum.
Yes.
And it's just sitting there, drumming.
He's drunk.
Well,
Okay. Well,
I'm waiting here for my free beer.
and
So
for sure, Rollo will go there and say, "Hey, let's jam."
Yeah.
Do I get a dinner feel out of this guy? I mean, is he on the menu?
Yes,
Yeah, the on the menu.
I don't think he is.
I'm going to sit on this table, yes.
I take my free beer and
There goes the music again.
Yeah, I
Good.
turned it off because I really hate that whistle. But you get the general gist of what
Yes.
sound is going on.
I don't sit right beside him.
I ask the barkeep if he has something to eat because I'm a little bit hungry.
Ah,
You
yes,
have,
we have
you
a
have
great many deals in this establishment. I do have to ask you, what coin will you be paying with?
That's a good question.
We accept gold, silver, and in some cases platinum.
En ik ga hem in een zak. I take out a golden coin. Will this suffice?
He looks it over. Can you pass it on to me?
I give it to him.
This strange currency. Where are you guys from?
I still
Very,
whisper to
very,
Big
very
C.
far away.
All far away.
Well, that is, your gold is good as any in here. I shall get you some decent refurbishments. How do you feel about boar?
GM, vraag je, kunnen we even paspouden houden?
Everyone okay with pee break?
Yep.
Yes.
Then we pee break.
All right.
Where did all the rum go? I know the answer.
But
It's time for some dexterity rolls.
Here we go.
Annoying
Constitution
flutes.
saves.
Annoying flute.
It is literally looping somewhere, and I don't know whose computer it's looping on.
Volta.
Volta.
I only
Fucking Volta!
It isn't looping on my computer.
I don't hear a loop either.
It's your computer. It's your indicator.
Nobody
always
knows. It's a mystery.
that lights up.
It's you.
Let's not blame each other, but it's Volta.
Aww.
We're not
Right.
pointing fingers.
So you are at the table.
I require
Zoom in a little bit.
footsies.
I take a small sip from the beer to taste if it's any good.
You
The
already
beer is
had-
actually quite good. It's very unrefined. It's very in-your-face kind of beer. It's a little cloudy. The thing that you usually get in Ravnica is it's filtered beers, so you have a clear ale. Whereas this ale is more, if you're familiar with it, a season ale, which is in general branding. Ravnica Hoegaarde
Oh,
would be this stuff.
oh.
Nice.
It's like
Can I-
Whereas general Ravnican beer is just Jupiler. Just basically clear ale.
Can I evaluate this beer to see what the ingredients are?
Yes, you can.
What do I roll for this?
Do you have a brewer's kit?
Ba-ba-ba-bum. I don't think I have one. Why the fuck do I not have a brewer's kit?
It's a mystery to me and every single person involved.
Because everything was provided by the guild.
Right. Yeah,
And
so
also, a bottle is 2 T's, Stephen.
Hmm?
Bad points on your character sheet. You wrote bottle with 1 T. Um,
I can still blame the rum for that one.
yes, you can.
in the meantime,
I would say
Yeah.
roll me a perception check.
Alright.
In the meantime,
I
Volta.
tried to I tried to write down on not a piece
Boom.
of paper by
I got this.
tapping by the table, like Chandler, like like I'm being stressed or something. Any work around here to Chandler?
Chandler just leans back and goes like, "There's quite a lot of work around these parts. I take it we're amongst friends now, right?"
Right. Yes. These
Okay.
are my friends and associates.
I know that you guys are not from around here. My name's
I-
Chandler.
I look at Volta. Right.
Yeah,
And,
which ones are friends and which ones associates?
I am, in general, always interested when new people come in. I'm somewhat of a town guide kind of person, and he just slides his hat slightly up.
I raised my eyebrow at the word town. I mean, where?
This is Anhava. This is the freedom-loving frontier at the great forest, where those that don't want to stand with the horrible, horrible, strict enforcement of rules that Ison puts on them, and they don't want to lose their lives in the struggle between the Great Wood and the Dark Barony. Those people wind up here. This is a place for free spirits and intermingling of ideas.
Does Tyra even know what a frontier is? Yeah, so Tyra sips his beer and just nods along.
And I do notice you are outlandish. You are unusual. It piques me. It
Tyra
piques
sips
my
his beer and
interest.
just nods
For
along.
example, what the... And he looks Iskren up and down. Person there is wearing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. We don't... Face coverings are not really a thing around here. What's the story behind that? How did that come about?
You do not want to know. It's rude to ask.
Why are you traveling with a tiny cow? I mean,
Dude.
and a crocodile.
have
This is-
you seen the
Where
whole
did you find these people?
Have you seen the whole word, Chandler?
I have been places and I've done a great many things.
But have you seen it all?
What Ogrotha has to offer. Most of it. Which is why strangers like you're unusual.
We are coming from that part of the world that you haven't visited yet.
But you have seen strangers.
Of course.
Do they arrive often? When was the last time you saw a stranger?
Ooh. And he sits back a little in his chair, just like relaxes, gets into the groove a little, sips his probably ale.
I'm guessing it's water, but pussy calling me a small cow.
Right. So, last time we had strangers about, that would have been like 3 months ago. A couple of people passed through. There was a beautiful lady. She had this strange kind of aura about her. Skin was somewhat blackened in parts. She was rather rude, I think. She was here to meet a man with flaming eyes and trailing hair. It was a very strange kind of fellow. They didn't stay long, and he was laughing like a maniac, so they probably did have a good time.
Does the description of the woman ring a bell with me?
Not immediately, no.
Okay.
Then
Did you catch any names of those?
I would have to. Let's see. God. And he looks over at a table next to you guys, where a man is sitting. His eyes are somewhat painted.
This guy?
In
or-
a
Yeah.
see that
Yeah.
guy.
That guy.
In a very strange way, he has this beard and hair in a slightly different color that is combed back, leading you to believe it's probably a bad wig. It's like Joven. Do you remember the names of those strange the man with the fiery eyes? Oh, man with the fiery eyes. That must have been Blow Cold.
What? Can you?
Shirak? Leshrak? Something along those lines. It was with a woman. Diha. Something Diha. I remember because it
Alright.
sounds like Yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Okay.
They were rather rude as a pair. Oh, there you have it. My associate Joven. He's a very famous ferret trainer. You can probably see Ping over there, which is one of his pets.
So I nudge Big Z and I say that's not dinner.
Yeah, I figured.
The disappointment.
It's okay. There is a boar incoming.
They're going to bore us. Check.
Yeah. About 10 minutes in, you get like this sizable chunk of boar, probably half a carcass, that's put on the table. It's been spit roasted.
And where's our portion? I mean, that's Big Z's.
And there is a small bag of grass that accompanies it. Could also be salad. You're not entirely sure, but that's placed empathically in front of Taurio.
I look at Center and I'm like, is that even enough for you?
I look at the barkeep, hand him a coin. Do you have more? Maybe take 2?
There can be such arrangements can be made quite easily.
I give him 2.
And he walks off with your 2 gold, and he is giving orders, and you do see that people are taking those orders and starting to roast more boar.
All Alrighty, and I will start eating my boar.
I poke at the leafy things, and does it look tasty? I mean, does it look like grass?
It looks like things that Iskren usually has for breakfast.
Okay, I'll be fancy.
I'm going to order a piece of boar too.
I'll eat my
Basically,
leafy
the
things.
boars start like pieces of boar are being wheeled out of the kitchen at regular intervals. Like once it's cooked, it just is brought to the table.
Meta question: do I actually eat meat?
Do you want to eat meat?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Dario. Yes, I do, but I'm not sure if a minotaur actually eats meat, or if it's purely herbivore.
They are bloodthirsty.
Yeah, carnivore.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we eat it.
You have. I don't know if that's true here, but you have two kinds of minotaur because a minotaur is actually demonic in nature, and you have those that take on the feral side, those that don't. So
It hinges. The big split for Minotaurs is actually one of the things that is somewhat covered up in the magic lore. Like in the Book of Ravnica, it's just like they are a member of society, like all other upstanding members of society, and they have no demonic connections whatsoever.
So go for
so
it. Eat your meat.
They're basically happy cow. You have cow eating meat. There is no restriction specifically implied in the lore books for
Dario-
Ravnica and Minotaurs.
Eat meat. I mean, come on.
He
I'll not
likes
be
the
outdone by-
sausage.
wait,
I had,
hold up.
by the way,
I
I
got
had.
this covered. I got this covered. I will stand up, go to this guy, and I will ask him, "Hey, bro, what do you eat? Because I need to get him a little bit bigger."
Well, when I was a lad, I ate 6 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large.
Oh no, he did.
And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge.
Fair enough.
Do I hear this?
It's a protein diet.
No.
Yeah, but do I actually hear this from where I'm sitting?
Yeah, he has a carrying voice.
Okay, so I signal the bartender, give me some eggs, dude. Come on.
I will go to the bartender and I will say, "We need 5 dozen eggs at least," and I will hand him 2 more gold coins.
Do me the biggest omelette you can find.
Tyler does not want to admit it, but he's gonna eat those eggs.
This is before Taurio discovers his true calling is interior designing.
Oh,
Potentially with antlers. Anyway, back to the present.
As a specimen, yes, he's in here.
sitting in the chair comfortably, just drinking the beer.
Okay.
I-
So Chandler is going like, so
What?
you have arrived in Anhava, and I do notice that you, sir, my fellow tradesperson, are somewhat of a reptilian persuasion.
Yes, it is. Why is this strange to you?
And he gestures behind him, and as you look around the bar, the only other person in scales is the Rolo.
Xantharot.
Not a person. It's a force of nature.
That's true.
Well, I mean, you guys have a drumming ferret. I mean, I wouldn't go about judging lizard folk just yet.
Yeah, it's just I'm not used to. And he
What's
His
the
sweep takes in everything that is scaly.
what's the deal? What's the deal?
Or
with
the entire table.
What's the deal with the ferret?
They are quite entertaining and intelligent creatures.
What?
And Joven likes having them around.
Usually I eat them.
That would be a big waste. They're very talented performers.
So Chandler, you have seen the Wardio Sage, right?
Yeah.
Could you provide? Do you know where we can buy a map? Or could you provide one?
Maps.
Yes.
Oh, what kind of map are you looking for?
A
I could provide you one. It'll cost you, but it would lead you to one of the sites where you can find a decent amount of coin if you are capable of taking on a couple of beasties.
Sure we are. I mean, we don't mind a little distraction to get richer, but we're more interested in the several realms and geography of this place. Do you have like?
I know Tario looks like a small cow, but he can hit like a truck.
What is a truck?
A small truck.
Like a drunk. He can eat like a drunk. That's what he said.
I can hit like a barbarian.
Did we say truck? We meant trunk. It's like street term.
Yes. Sorfal is just staying quiet the entire time.
Like the Fey Bridge. How difficult is it to reach from here?
Ooh. Are you looking to go to the mountains?
We may, yes.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Why is that interesting to you?
Well, we've been there a couple of times.
Who's we?
Me and Joan.
Oh, right.
I think last time we did find some rare and precious artifacts there, practically unguarded.
All right.
Practically.
Practically, yeah.
So a few guards are missing. Check.
Where did you find those? Perhaps we can work something out.
Well, the thing is, there is this man, and his name is Eron, the Restless. And he runs the goblin tribes in the Goshen Mountains. He's a very unreasonable person that prefers to sit on his wealth rather than sharing it with the rest of the world. So occasionally me and Joven here, we take a stroll in the mountains and see to a redistribution of those funds. This has the unfortunate downside that he doesn't really enjoy our company.
So you mean to just take it?
No, of course not.
Is this middle name Robin or Hood?
In the meantime, I tried to pass on that he should be more careful with things like stealing. Mentioning that he's a thief in this party.
You see, most of the artifacts that come into Eron's possession are stolen from the people through goblin raids. And all we do is take back what is rightfully theirs.
I look at Tyrion like, we should do something about that.
I mean, it's goblins. I had those for breakfast.
I thought that you had mugfish for breakfast today.
Yeah.
Potato, murkfish, goblin.
Murkfish.
What about second breakfast?
Exactly.
We like it raw and wriggling.
It's called dessert.
Anyway, if you would be heading that way... Well, you have to go through the Great Wood, don't you? That's always a tricky one.
So we have heard, yes. And apparently there's no way to map this Great Wood.
There is a way to map it, but somehow the maps always change a little as you are going along.
So how do we cross these woods?
By being real friendly with the old lady that runs the place.
And where do we find this old lady?
She usually finds you.
That's
She's a wily one. Of course, you could always ask old Feldrain. He's active in the parts. And you do see that doink doink. There is this guy who is coming down the ramp towards the bar. He's looking aged. White hair, somewhat hanging over him, one empty eye socket. Leathers, long sword at his side. He's just cautiously eyeing the party, leaning back against the wall.
He's got his eye on us.
Yeah. Before deciding to approach further and going like, "Hey, crocodile! Love the longsword. Gives you something to hang on to."
I look very weird at him.
Why not the penetrate joke?
I
come on.
just hit things with it. That's all I do with it.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's cool. Who are you guys, and what are you doing in this blood town?
Well, I am Xantharot, and we are. Well, actually, I'm eating right now.
That's worthwhile. That's worthwhile. I will not be bothering you too much. I will just look at your companion here and ask why he has my master's coin on him.
Dario is just scarfing down the eggs and bacon, so he doesn't have time.
Wait, what? Your master's coin on him?
That would be
Master's coin.
And he grabs a chair and sits down between Xantharos and Dario, looking straight at Iskren, steepling his fingers.
I just give
bet
him the bullseye and keep eating.
I bet you've met one annoying spirit.
I've been summoned, and I am eager to answer this summon.
By the way, while I'm just sitting here,
Undead.
yeah, I just sigh.
Only him.
Not Iskrim.
No.
Iskren's coin a little, but
Excuse me, I'm not an undead.
But I know from beyond before.
Yeah.
But I just saw him like, and that. I just take another sip of my beer.
now don't be offended. We are in general good people. I serve the Baron in keeping justice and law in this country, which eventually someone has to do, because otherwise we'd all devolve into anarchy, and nobody wants that.
Is this country under the rule of the Baron? Where we are
No.
now? No.
Not yet.
Well, not yet. But you keep the law here.
I keep the law over all of Ulgrotha,
Over all of Wolfgrotha, alright.
and sometimes in other places. But
So
that aside,
actually, who rules here, where we are now? Whose lands are these?
strictly speaking, old Juskin here runs the ship here.
The tavern. But does this...
Whatever you want to call this wooden bloat.
Yeah, and is this inside a realm? Is this place divided into realms somehow, or kingdoms, or?
This is the township of Anhava.
Very well. So Anava is ruled by Jaskin.
This is true.
All right, very well.
I do raise my eyebrow when he mentions that the El Grota and other places. I mean, Ogrota. We do know that Ogrota is the name of this world. So
Well, would it be possible to get a meeting with your master?
Of course. That's actually why I was sent here. Sadly enough, Ishan was slightly sooner to where you were at than I was. I was moderately delayed. But that is not a worry. That is not a problem. Chandler, dear, would you kindly fuck off? And the thief takes off his hat, bows, and
runs away.
signals Joven to.
Can I, before he leaves, can I
Mhm.
communicate with him? I will see you soon.
Yep, you can, and he'll go. Yes. Stables 3 in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
Stables 3 in the morning.
Now that we've got some more space, my dear crocodilian fellow, would you mind moving one step further? There's an empty chair that has come about, and that gives me a bit of wiggle room for my elbows.
Is that what they call an ego right now? Fair enough.
I haven't heard of this ego thing you are talking about, but if you want to have one, feel free.
Sort of, I'll take one or two.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So, how do we go to this master of yours?
Well, at the moment, I have sent out a summons for a carriage
Oh, that's good. I'm tired
that
of
will
walking.
take you to the Dark Barony, all the way up to Castle Sengir.
Very well.
Can I roll on his side to see if he's lying or anything?
Of course you can. He appears to be telling the truth. He is indeed a servant of Sengir. He is indeed trying to keep law and order in the best of his capabilities.
Yeah.
And he has summoned a carriage.
Okay. I look at Tishkram like, I don't think this is a good idea.
So, well, you seem to have a preconception against the undead. Where does this stem from?
I don't think I have a misconception against the undead. I think I don't like... for fuck's sake. Why do I always remember that? Why don't I ever remember that guy's name?
Sengir.
Sengir.
Why do you not like him?
Corrupted one of... He corrupted several.
You get a
Gotta
bit
taste
of.
of-
If you mean Isan and his ilk, he had it coming. He came to Castle Sengir bragging about how high and mighty he was. And then he demanded to be made into a vampire. To which, of course, my lord kindly refused. And after a mild amount of quartering and staking him onto the palace grounds, his spirit was then brought forth to serve the Baron in a way that a vampire should.
Is he telling the truth?
He's 100% truthful.
As far as I can tell.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
He believes he's telling the truth.
Still don't like it.
Well, the sad thing about belonging to a religious order is that you do not necessarily become a righteous person by doing so. Corruption is a terrible thing, and it is our duty as immortals to root out this corruption and bring forth the true utopia, an everlasting empire in which rules and customs go hand in hand.
Okay. I'll have one question for you. How does Sengir stand against Sarah?
Currently, they are allied. In the past, there have been struggles, which, sadly enough, did come into play when he found that came and made a nuisance of himself. But things are moving against my master and against, I do presume, your mistress.
Mistress is much to say, but I was summoned by her. One more. Yeah, I don't trust him.
Understandable.
If we meet
You're
Sengir,
you're interrogating
we
him.
will also meet Sera.
They prefer not to spend too much time in each other's company. Sera is currently holed up in Isen, coordinating the defense effort there. And, of course, the Baron is at his castle, coordinating the defense effort there.
Which one's nearer?
They're more like
You-
frenemies.
Are currently closer to Isen, but considering you're at the carriage road, it's approximately the same time it would take you to get to either.
So it isn't that we would, for example, be able to pass through Isen to go to the barony.
No. If you think of it as a line, it kind of goes the Great Woods in the middle.
Yeah.
Then you have Koshun Keep and the Koshun Mountains and the Dark Barony. And you have Anhava and Gerselin and the frontier towns. And slightly outside that is Isen and Onella, which is the capital of Isen.
Okay.
Dark has a bit of a mixed feeling. From one side, he gets a bit of a Ragdos feeling. From damn it! Now I forgot the bloody the
Sengir?
bloodsucker's name. Yeah, Sengir.
It's in the
Sorry.
chat.
Yeah, but I've remembered it every single time.
Until you have to.
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Until I needed it myself. So yeah, so I get a from one side I get a bit of a Rakdos feeling from Sengir, but what I hear about law and order, that appeals to me. But I'm a bit my feelings are a bit in turmoil, so I'm not quite sure what to do.
Look,
How to feel about the bloodsucker.
what I'll suggest.
Vulta doesn't like him because law and order, and he's on the tip of his toes because of vampires. He remembers something with a vampire and an inn, and yeah, he's not into that shit.
What I'll suggest we do. I'll pay for your room and board for the night. And come morning, you can take the carriage and go to Dark Barony. Take stock of the situation for yourself. You will find that only through the guidance and the experience of the Baron can we hope to stand a chance against the Triad.
I look at him and like,
Fuck, Isper's convinced.
I'll trust you as a fellow lawkeeper for now. And I do show my Boros insignia that I still have.
Mhm.
My focus I don't have anymore. If you've been around, you know what this means.
Are you all from good old Ravnica?
I give him the Boros salute.
Interesting.
Are you?
I'm just looking at.
I'm native born and bred, but I'm a traveler. I like seeing places. It's kind of my duty. Anyway, I must be off. Make some more preparations. I'm sure the Baron will be happy to hear that you are coming over to a visit. I bid you good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
And
night.
he.
I look at Ishka. I'm like, does he even sleep?
If he does, he doesn't do it in the night, though.
I will look at Ishkren and I will say, okay, I have one thing that I do not know about.
Is that
What
only
is that?
one?
Yes. Shocking, isn't it?
Shock!
What
Come.
is this? What is this dryad he was talking about that he's fighting?
The Triad. I draw a complete blank. Like,
Yes.
I think he's referring to the Nephilims.
The dryad.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ODM.
You might have think Dryad. You mean?
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
Just making sure that you know it's the
Yeah.
and not a.
Now
Well,
I'm imagining this group of
you can also
Chinese forest nymphs.
Just, just a bunch of pyramid heads and
It can still be 3 dryads.
Okay.
Just saying.
TM, I will try something now as well.
Oh,
After my meal, I will go outside again, and I will enter the beginning of the forest again.
okay.
Oh my fucking god.
I was waiting I'm going to defecate or something like that.
No.
Mark your territory.
No. And I will
Grab a
start
tree.
the
and-
ritual again, and I hope that I will be able to summon the bear spirit again.
Okay. Can you put it up on screen again for me?
What?
Could you put the ability up on the screen again for me?
Ah, yes, I can.
I could go onto your character sheet and click it, but it's easier this way for me. Because I'm one lazy motherfucker at this time of night.
Ah, this, yes. And that is what I did. I did the speak with animals spell as a ritual, and you gave me
A spirit bear. Yep.
a spirit bear. So I will try to replicate that if it's possible. Because I want to ask him one question.
Alrighty. Let's see if you have as much luck as last time. Okay. You focus in on the bones that you scattered around you. Some of them suspiciously not fully licked clean yet.
Exactly. We gotta lure in that bear spirit.
And rather than a bear spirit, you see a tiny scavenger spirit. And it flicks through the underbush, and then it arrives at the bones, and you see this tiny fox creature.
I see that it's a spirit.
Yes, it is glowing bright.
Alright. I will look at the fox spirit and I will ask,
What the fox?
little one, are you also in league with the willow lady?
Yes, yes.
Is there a way for me to talk with her?
Yes, yes.
Or to find her? Or
Yes,
maybe
yes.
she will find me?
No, no.
Okay. Can you show me now?
No.
Okay. I will try again in the morning, perhaps. But if it is possible, I would like to talk with her or with some of her kin.
Seek out the Willow Priestess. Or the Daughter of the Forest.
Summon a spirit pigeon.
And do you have an idea where she resides?
Fox looks around.
Ta-da!
The Great Wood.
Fair enough.
Got a comedian.
Is the fox actually eating?
Yeah, you do see that, like, whatever is remaining on the bones slowly disappears as it's gnawing on them.
There goes your dessert.
I will pick up another bone that has slightly more meat on it. I wanted to keep this as dessert. I put it in front of him, I turn around, and I will walk back inside.
Okay. As you are walking back, you hear the fox spirit say, "Oh yeah, don't take the carriage to the Dark Barony. That will upset her."
I will look around and I will say, I don't think I will have much of a choice. But I will keep it in mind.
Okay. Inside. Sorval. You guys have been assigned a room. Just gonna... Whoop.
Okay.
It's pretty bleak. There's not really bedding. There's
No.
ground. There's some wooden benches. There's some hay scattered around. There's an empty cart.
No.
All right, luxury.
Yeah.
So we got the staples.
And I'm like, all right, water. And I'm trying to...
And as you are brought in there,
Yeah.
you hear a soft voice in your mind. And it speaks, "Child, you have come.
I just say yes.
I am sorry I cannot grant you the comforts that you are used to. But your assistance is welcome.
Of course.
We are fighting the troops of one known as Leshrak, the Walker of the Night. He has arrayed a powerful force against us. Demons from the depth of imagination. A sea creature that attacks the wizard school. And more. For as we speak, even my realm is being assailed. And it's but the Shadow Mage and the Wandering Sage that stand in the way of those that would take the very vestiges of my power from me. But I owe a debt to the people here, which is why I came back to this plane.
How can I help?
I am unsure. There are many
Really?
things that need to be done, and any damage you can do to our enemies will greatly help our cause. If you could convince Autumn Willow to join our cause, it would be greatly advanced, for she is currently also opposing us. All we seek to do is maintain what was, and keep all the places that we are in safe.
I understand.
I have allied with one of my enemies in order to do this. And while Sengir is not to be trusted, for he seeks gain in every opportunity he sees, He's our best bet at making it through.
I will
Sad though that
remember
sometimes
that.
makes me.
I will do my best.
Do
I
you
will-
have any questions for me, child?
At the moment, I miss a focus for my spells. Do you know of a way that I can get one?
That shouldn't be too hard. Close your eyes.
I close my eyes.
Think on your heritage. Think on
Ah.
who you are.
Okay. I try to think. I think I'm a human.
I'm a glorious motherfucker.
And now, transcend who you are.
I try to do
And
that.
your wings flare up. From your wings falls a single golden feather.
Hmm?
And it twirls down and it
I
lands in your hand.
okay. I
And your
open
wings
my
fade again,
yes.
but the feather remains.
Okay. Thank you very much. Then I have one more question. After I have wow.
Angel's feather. That was a card.
I couldn't remember the exact stats of the stupid thing.
I just ask if needed, how can I contact you?
You can come and visit me,
Okay.
or you can pray. I am always listening, though sometimes occupied.
I will remember that. Thank you very much.
And the presence fades from your mind, leaving you but with a warm feeling that you've somehow gone beyond what you had.
I also begin to doubt my human heritage now. But I didn't
Yeah,
ask that yet.
you're shitting feathers, I mean. Doubting your humanity is in order.
At the same time, Iskren,
Yes.
your vision clouds over. Everyone stops moving. There's grayscale setting in. And a handsome man, his hair tied back in a ponytail, wearing rich brocades, steps into view, as though walls do not exist, as though mere mortal structures cannot hold him. And he grins a slightly fanged grin at you. And he goes, "So you arrive. I'm glad for that." As we speak, the other one is talking to my former nemesis. Always delightful when they intervene, isn't it? So tell me, Iskren, what do you think of my humble backwater?
It is quite dreadful, I must admit. But if
Where's the city?
this is the price to pay for ultimate power, I guess the plebs must be willing to pay.
It's a place that shows us what we can strive to escape. I've been trapped here for far too long, Iskren.
Trapped.
It's a malicious thing to bring one to a plane such as this and not offer an escape. That is the thing they put me through. It's enjoyable, isn't it? Spending your life surrounded by savages who do not have the mere ken of statesmanship. But then again, Every problem arrives with its own solution, doesn't it? Ah, yes. My power has grown since I first arrived here, grown vastly. As you, firsthand, have felt, I seek those with the potential to become my successors. And in you dwells that potential.
What do you mean with successor?
I do not always seek to remain in power. I believe my most capable underling should be the one in power.
But this
Or
power
at
of
least
yours,
the one behind the throne to pull the strings of the power.
this power of yours means to be prisoner of Ugrotha.
Ah, prisoner no more. Already I have achieved access to Ravnica, as you well know, and the mana-rich lands of Dominaria are within my grasp. Now, only a couple more remain. Should they become accessible to me, I will fully transcend this shell and become a full-fledged planeswalker like Serra. And then I will be like a god to these people. And coincidentally, I'll be able to grant larger and larger boons to those that support me.
Yeah, Ishkrin is on board.
It is all very well and carefully exposed, but what can you tangibly do for me?
What do you want me to do?
I am not against the idea of forging a pact with you, Baron, and as long as our goals coincide, I have no issue in helping you. But what I have understood is that you are a prisoner here, even though, as you say, you can reach outside to other planes.
I was a prisoner. You might have met one of my friends, a planeswalker known as Isa.
Yes.
She has been the key to my cell.
And she is active in Ravnica, right?
Yes, she is. Always gently nudging.
Was that one
Then I want.
chased?
Then I want a proof of her and your ability to influence things on Ravnica.
He waves his hand, and before you see the Shade Merc, as it was, and you see Isa strolling into Galen's manor, and leaving a pile of coin and a note. It is time to bring Iskren to the Shade Merc.
Yeah, Ishkrin is on board.
Is he showing me the past, or what is this?
For what you can
From
see.
what I can tell, okay, yes.
Yeah.
He says, I do not doubt that you can manipulate, but as I said, I want a tangible proof. Edda Oland must die.
There are certain rules and convocations by which we must abide.
Ah, then I see that your power is limited.
How do you want her to die?
I just want her gone.
Gone is easy enough.
Possibly in a way in which it is clear that her rulership was weak. She was not able to keep the Rakdos in check. Maybe even the Rakdos themselves could.
Rakdos.
Yes.
Interesting. Let's see.
in a way that the Boros will be able to clean up her mess.
I cannot say for certain that it will be the Boros, but someone will be cleaning up a mess, all right.
Very well. If Edda
Give
dies,
me a little time.
of course, if Edda dies, I shall be yours.
Well, coincidentally, I recently discovered that her head exploded. Oh, but 5 seconds ago.
Shock.
That was impressive. Okay, at this point, Iskren is seriously like impressed. Like, I guess I must tread carefully when I deal with you, master. And I bow my head.
It behooves those to behave themselves.
I'm glad I'm not.
But then
hearing
again,
this.
now let's have some fun with your friends, shall we? And he channels this very fine line of dark energy. And then he fades. And for some bizarre reason, as you turn to your party, Sorval stands there, holding out a golden feather. And Taurio, Zantarov, Vulta, and Rolo all feel this itch at their bottom. And it's annoying. It's like this unpleasant itch.
I swag my tail a few times and then just give a good old fart.
You gave them hemorrhoids? What is it?
Yeah,
No, he just tickled their bottom.
I will
I just
I will scratch
Sit
it
down.
because I am Big Z. I just scratch my butt.
I will sit down on the floor and just like a dog on a carpet, so run.
Scoop it.
I look forward to meet you, Baron.
Yeah,
Says Iskren out loud in the parties.
I'm already there.
Yeah, but that's basically. I said like he's fading out, and then you notice that
Okay,
your party
okay.
members are getting butt
Very
itch.
well. Then it's my last thought.
okay.
Very
Okay,
well. Iskren makes
that-
an ever so faint smile.
Yeah.
That will be the end of this session. You
Alright.
guys have been level 5 for 3 sessions now, or 2.
Not
Three.
sure.
Ooh, oh man, I could check, but I don't know if it will mess with the stream.
Session 3
So-
included. Yeah,
We did one when we entered the tunnel, and then we went through the portal, and this is after we went in the castle area. So this
Number-
is number 3.
So I would say, in keeping with the planning that we've been having, that your experiences have caused you strong personal growth, and
She asked.
you can go up to level 6 now.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Okay.
And that will be where we end the stream, I guess, for convenience's sake.
Oh wow!
Well,
ooh, nice.
Oh wow!
Okay, people are going all wow here.
Yeah, very oh wow.
Because of rolling. Oh man.
okay.
Never
I'm-
ever done it in my life. Okay, DM, shall I close the stream then? Shall
Yes.
we say hello?
Mo, the average is
Goodbye, people, and myself in the future that is
Bye, all.
watching this. You can now stop writing.
Bye bye.